The Wampus Cats are on the road tonight to Little Rock to take on the Little Rock Central Tigers. I'm Jeff Matthews. Thank you for watching Wampus Cat Football. It is brought to you each week by Conway Regional Health System. Tonight, the Cats are in Quigley Stadium. It's been a while. It's been since 2022 since we played there. The Tigers and the whole Little Rock School District have undergone a lot of changes to the facilities, and you'll see big changes at Quigley Stadium as the cameras pan, especially to the right tonight in this game. The Wampus Cats have owned this series. If you just look at since COVID, since 2020, the Wampus Cats have won all 5 games, and they have won by a combined score of 265 to 39. So it has been all Wampus Cats recently. When we come back, we'll visit with the voices of the Wampus Cats. Television voices are Levi Gilbert and Tim Roach, and they'll be with me for the roundtable discussion. Then they will visit with Trey Harris. Trey had a huge game last week at homecoming, and then they'll visit with Coach Buck James as part of the pregame show as we do each week. I'll take a look at the 7A Central, the games coming up tonight, and how the standings are as we are in mid-October. That's all coming up on Conway Corp.
Today's medical system treats patients like products, not us. Conway Regional brings together key service lines, providers, and technologies to create a unique patient experience that is highly intentional and refreshingly personal. With a hospital in the heart of Conway, a trusted ER, women's services, all from a team that delivers more than medicine. This is not mass-produced healthcare. This is your healthcare. Conway Regional. Curated care.
Welcome back to Wampus Cat Football. The Conway Regional Health System pregame show is continuing now with our weekly roundtable discussion, joined by Levi Gilbert and Tim Roach, the TV voices of the Wampus Cats. And coming off of a homecoming victory over Cabot, and Trey Harris was the headline in this one, guys.
Yeah, he was. I mean, he's now over, I think he's at 728 yards rushing, but 257 in one game. I mean, that's a big chunk of your total. And he was just, listen, people should go back every week and watch Tim's 3 things after they've seen the game, because they will realize if they just listen to this man, he's going to tell them exactly what's going to happen. His last point was run wild, and that's exactly what your Wampus Cats did. I mean, 389 yards rushing, 257 for Trey Harris. I think it was like 78 or almost 80 for Amari Davis. I mean, these guys were just having a feast, and it was the offensive line. I mean, maybe the best offensive line game that we've seen in the 3 years that Buck James has been here. But it wasn't just them. It was the tight ends, the H-backs. It was the receivers out there blocking. It was the running backs themselves blocking when they run the wild crow. I mean, it was something to behold. And it was the first time since all the way back in week 1 that your Wampus Cats have gotten over 500 yards of total offense. It feels like things are trending in the right direction as the season progresses, and that's a really good feeling, especially the way things are going offensively.
I loved the intensity and the tenacity with which not only Trey Harris and Amari ran, but the way the offensive line blocked. They were all over the place. Now, we got to the edge and went over a few times in terms of how strong we were blocking. But those penalties aside, I loved the intensity. Major James had the best game he's had all year. I mean, he was out of control at times. But they did some things with the offensive line that just made the game work better. Levi's point, everybody was blocking. It was like it was a game rule for them just to block everybody in front of you. So I loved the intensity. And then I thought defensively, we still made some great things happen. And yeah, we gave up a few points, but 28 points to that offense is actually pretty good. They've got a good offense. So we tackled with some passion as well. If you can see some of that tenacity and passion from the offensive line get over onto the defensive side on a more holistic basis, you're liable to see some really good things as we finish out the year.
We have toyed with the idea of having a sideline reporter, and last week we almost did. The referee was a prominent part of last week's broadcast. We had the audio of his calls, and there were many calls. You've had a week to think about it. What do we think about 21 penalties called in the game?
Yeah, I don't think it was all on the officials. I mean, I think a lot of it was warranted, unfortunately. But it's Tim and I have been talking about this all week because it's this interesting. I wouldn't call it a problem exactly, but since Buck James has been here, he's been trying to get these guys to have a certain level of intensity that they play with, and he's getting there with many of them, and now some of them it's like, okay, well, maybe we got to pull it back just a smidge, but that's a better problem to have than I think the problem he's had for the last 2 years, which was how can we get them to that line? Because that's been a struggle the last 2 years. Is, man, they're strong enough now. They can go out there and pound on some guys, but how do we mentally get them in that mindset? It's such an interesting situation to finally be witnessing. And Tim, I know this has been a big thing that you've been harping on all week in our off-air conversations.
Yeah, no, I loved the intensity. And Jeff, to your point, I'm always going to complain about the officiating. It's not going to. It's not.
Just want to tee up. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you very much. I'll try to retract some of these things as I go. But no, I thought that some of the calls were fair. There were some that I thought that what we did was we were baited into some of our penalties. There's a lot of talk that goes on during the ball game, and both sides, that happens on both sides, and that's just part of the nature of the game. It's a very tough game. It's a very the right word is going to, I don't want to say that it's just a high energy go get them kind of game. So when you're approaching that edge with your emotions, your physicality, all those things, you can go over the edge, and so that point of no return there. We've got to see that coming and be able to play off. The better teams know exactly how to get to that edge and not go over. The Bryants of the world, as an example, that you don't think that they're not chippy and they're not chirping as they go through the game. Of course they are. They know where the edge is, though. We're learning to get to that edge, and I loved the effort. We just got to be able to control it just a little bit. Coaches will do that this week. There was a penalty box effort this week in practice, and so hopefully some learned some lessons.
Well, and Tim, to your point, it's that level to be able to push the envelope right up to the edge at every level of football. That's what separates the good collegiate teams. That's what separates the good professional teams. And so that is not uncommon at all. And as we grow and get better at that and attain to reach the heights of a team like Bryant that does that very well, that's going to show up in some success. Back to Little Rock Central tonight. I mentioned it in the moments before we came on. It's been a while, been 2022 since we've played down there because of some construction that they've got going on. But guys, it has been all Wampus Cats for a really long time. Since 2020, I had the stat earlier, over 260 points scored for, fewer than 40 given up. See anything that would make you think that trend doesn't continue tonight?
No, not to any significant degree, I would say. I don't think we're going to see a significant change in variance there. But what I will say about Central is that they are trending in the right direction. And that's a good thing. That's what you want. If you're a fan of football in Arkansas, you want the Central program to be doing great things. And I think they're in their third year with Coach Anthony Robinson. Of course, he was a former Wampus Cat assistant. And, his first year there was rough. They went 0-10. They won 2 games a year ago. They've already won 2 games this year. So I feel like they are going to surpass last year's win total. And I think they can be in the playoffs this year. I mean, they have played, if you look at their conference record so far, they're 0-3 in conference, but they played Bryant, PA, and Christian. And besides us, that's the top 3 teams in the conference. So, they've got us tonight. It's going to be another tough game for them. But after that, they're going to enter a much better part of their conference schedule. I think they're going to be a real fun team to watch down the stretch. I hope they're not a fun team to watch tonight as we play them. But I think they're going to make a run in their last 3 games and find their way into the state playoffs. I really think that's achievable for them. And I'm excited for Coach Robinson. They're better. They're definitely on the up. I mean, they beat Springdale to open the season. Springdale just beat Harbor in a wild game this past Friday. So that those scores, some of these scores don't make sense to me as I look at them, but I think it just all tells you that Central is heading in the right direction. I don't think ultimately it will be enough tonight against Conway.
They have all the pieces, though. I mean, they're big offensively in terms of their line. Defensively, they got a big guy in the middle. They're very fast, athletic. They've got a quarterback that's a really good sized quarterback and can throw the ball around. Good running backs. They have all the pieces. They got a great head coach. I think he's an up and coming kind of coach. So yeah, it's consistency is the problem. They're good for a couple plays here and there, and then there's a couple plays that don't work out well. So we saw some of that with Little Rock Southwest. They're better than Southwest, I believe. They've got more consistency, but they just don't have enough to really get over the hump. I hope we don't see it tonight, but they've got some plays. We're going to have to watch the quarterback. He throws it all over the field, and so we've got to be disciplined with our structure and our eyes and what our plan is. If we play like us, I think we'll be just fine.
In a lot of cases, you have to show kids that you're committed to whatever it might be. And for Central football, those young kids have seen a huge commitment to their program over the last several years. It's something that we will see on our cameras tonight. We've been going to Central for more than 20 years, and it's been there for more than 100, but it's seeing that south end zone now filled with that indoor facility. They're making a real commitment across the district, really, but at Little Rock Central, to get these kids excited about playing football again. The best athletes on that campus have played basketball for years, and there may be some that make their way back to the football field as they see that level of commitment. So, again, transparently, hope it's not tonight, but to your point, Levi, high school football in Arkansas is much better when Central is doing well. Guys, when we come back, you're going to visit with Trey Harris. He is in the senior spotlight tonight. Coach James will stop by. And then I'll look at the 7A Central, a bit of an anomaly tonight where the top four teams are playing the bottom four teams. So there's liable to just be more separation between the top half and the bottom half as tonight goes on. That's all coming up on the Conway Regional Health System pregame show.
Today's medical system is like a maze where patients get lost. Not here. Conway Regional takes a personal approach to health, so you get one-of-a-kind care that blends access and excellence, familiarity and fierce commitment, with a deeply invested team delivering the services and support that people deserve. This is not mass-produced healthcare. This is your healthcare. Conway Regional, curated care.
The Conway Regional Health System pregame show continues here on Conway Corp. And joining us this week on the Senior Spotlight, he's hot off of a big week from a week ago. It's senior running back Trey Harris. And Trey, we always like to start off talking about what does your football journey look like? When did you first get exposed to football? And how did it all lead up to playing for the Wampus Cats today?
I first started out playing football for the Mayflower Eagles when I was like 4 years old, going into my first year of kindergarten, which I wasn't supposed to be playing until I was in first grade. So I started early. And then I played against a team out of Conway called the Conway Wampus Cats, which is the youth league team. And I did, I did what I was supposed to do. And we ended up beating them. And so then they asked me to join their team. So it started since I was in Mayflower, and then I moved to Conway Wampus Cats youth football team with Coach Dan Braden and Dale Davis at the age of 8 years old, going to like my second and third grade year. And then it's been on ever since with Conway.
So, Trey, your running style is one that as shifty as you are, when you've got open space and green in front of you, you're able to find the open space and get to it. But you also run so hard inside, and when there's contact, you're able to take on the contact. This offseason has been good to you. Your body has changed quite a bit. You're bigger and stronger. Can you talk about how the offense or the offseason prepared you for this year?
Yes, sir. Pushing sleds every day, Monday through Friday, pushing tires, pulling weights in them. Our strength coach Jordan, he's amazing. He pushes us to our limits. We have a great support staff and everything with Coach D and them too. And then you got players like Carter Crow, who steps up and be a leader and helps us in the weight room. So when you got those type of guys behind you and players and teammates that drive you and push you to do what you're supposed to do, and every day, Monday through Friday, that's what you're going to get out of it. But everyone has to buy in.
It is crazy. If you look on our intro for the games, there's footage of you from when you were a sophomore. You were wearing 17.
Yes, sir.
And you look like a completely different person from 3 years ago to now. But Trey, I know it's still quite a ways away, but every year that you and your classmates, your fellow seniors, have played,
Yes, sir.
You've made it all the way to Black Friday playing in the semifinals, but you guys have yet to punch that ticket to the next step. What needs to happen differently this year for you and your team to not only get back to the semifinals, but ultimately take that next step?
I think number one, everyone has to be healthy. I mean, you're not going to always feel 100%, but everyone has to buy in. I mean, we're not never going to be 100%, but we just have to do our part and worry about ourselves. As long as everyone do their jobs, then we'll be okay. And then also, I think we just got to stick together and buy in. Everyone has to buy in, not 22 guys, not 11 guys. Everyone has to do their job. I mean, of course, you got the players that play on Friday night, but people don't see the people on scout team that's coming in, helping us, making us getting better. I mean, without them, then we run extra miles of practice, then we don't be ready for Friday. So just everyone has to buy in and do what they're supposed to do.
Trey, this is last year here at Conway High School, and if you watch all the social media like we do, without knowing all the details, it looks like you're headed to play for the next level, which is awesome. You should be playing the next level. Can you talk about how your career here at Conway and your time here at Conway High School, how that has prepared you for that next level?
I mean, just seeing the guys before me go to the next level, knowing that it's doable, and that my coaches know that I can play at the next level, and the coaches at the next level know that I can play, so they're willing to come get me. So them and having people around me telling me and me knowing that my ability and the work that I put in, that I'm ready for the next level, I think that's what does it for me.
Trey, you've got over 700 yards rushing on the year, averaging 7.5 yards per carry. But last week was the big week for you. 24 carries, 257 yards, 3 touchdowns. Talk about your offensive linemen, because, man, they were really, and not just them, I mean, the H-backs and all that as well. They were really opening up some lanes for you last week.
The offensive line, we're way bigger and stronger than we were last year, I think, in my opinion. We're coming along. We have a lot of young guys. We only have one returning starter. Well, really 2, Kingston and Isaiah, which are both of the tackles. But, I mean, everyone else up front. Major James played D-line last year a little bit. He played both ways. Navin, this is his first year really starting. Then you got the guards. So, like, it's just first year experience is kind of what you expect, but they're doing a good job picking up the information. And with the great coach like Coach D, them guys, they do everything they're asked to do and more. So, I mean, you couldn't ask for no more.
He's senior Wampus Cat Trey Harris, and he and his teammates are on the road tonight. Historic Quigley Stadium taking on Little Rock Central. Trey, best of luck tonight, and thanks for joining us.
Thank you. Thank y'all.
Today's medical system treats patients like products, not us. Conway Regional brings together key service lines, providers, and technologies to create a unique patient experience that is highly intentional and refreshingly personal. With a hospital in the heart of Conway, a trusted ER, women's services, all from a team that delivers more than medicine. This is not mass-produced healthcare. This is your healthcare. Conway Regional. Curated care.
Conway Regional Health System pregame show continues. Joined again by Wampus Cat head coach Buck James. And Coach, Wampus Cats beat the Cabot Panthers last week and kept that Centennial Bank Bowl trophy here in Conway. Your offense put up almost 400 yards rushing on the night. What were your takeaways from the homecoming win?
Well, I thought we played really well offensively. I thought our offensive line played probably the best game they played since I've been here. I thought our running backs ran well. They hit the hole hard. I thought we did timely passing and, did some things to make them honor the pass. And, overall, I thought it was a really good night offensively. Too many mistakes, too many penalties. But defensively, I thought they have a really good quarterback. I think they have a great scheme. Their tailback is a good player. Their offensive line is not bad, and they're a hard team to stop. And they made some plays. I wish that we would cut down the big plays a little bit, but some of it come on the benefit of them having a big special team play or something like that, or great field position. And we've got to eliminate mistakes. We've got way too many penalties. That's discipline. We've addressed that. We have got to be very physical and very aggressive, but also with great discipline. And when we play really good football teams or football teams that are better than us, and we play with that kind of discipline, we can't stay in the game. And our guys have got to learn that. And, there's a fine line between being really aggressive and, it being over the top and being a penalty. And, we've got to learn to curtail that. We have got to play hard as long as the play allows us to play hard, but we can't go above and beyond. It's sort of like false hustle. You've got to play mistake free. And I thought if we have a weakness or if we have anything that we haven't cleaned up well, I thought in the last couple of games we've had way too many penalties and too many mental mistakes.
Coach, I want to lean into that very topic right there. I mean, I know that on the surface, and you mentioned it, you can't play without lack of discipline, but you've been really trying to encourage your guys to play with some energy and tenacity. The fine line gets there, and they went over it a few times. During the week, seeing as that's what you really want, is it now the time where your coaches are saying, okay, that's the kind of energy we want. Now let's get back to what's within the game rules. Do you do that during the week? How do you coach that tenacity but stay in the rules of the game?
Well, we put them in the penalty box. We did. I mean, and it's a fine line there, but it hurts our team if we've got a guy blocked to the end to their bench. Then we don't dump him on their bench. We don't block him onto the track. We block him off the field, but we don't block him off the field. And, and you got to love it. I mean, you got to look out there and those linemen are in a public arena and they're getting to fight and go after it and everything, but we got to be smart about it. And, having a penalty 20 yards behind the play or 20 yards in front of the play or on the sideline, we can't do that. And that comes down to self-discipline and what you coaches allow. And, we've got to draw a line there between, being really tough, really hard-nosed, really fast, really aggressive to being, stay within the rules of the game. And, our guys understand that. And, I would rather pull them back than have to, push them forward all the time. And I like where we're headed. I'd like for our defense to be a little bit more aggressive. But we're on the right track. The thing about it is we got to do it against people that as good as we are or better. And, we've got to be able to understand what it takes to win. And when that ball snapped for about 7 or 8 seconds max, it's got to be all out. And, once you get over that 6-7 second mark, usually the play is not in your area or whatever. And if it is, it's coming behind you. And, we've got to do a good job of that. But our kids understand. I mean, the one thing we do is we have coachable kids. And, I'm glad that we got them playing hard. And I hope we continue that. But we got to get away from the little disciplines and the little mistakes that are going to cost us big time in big games.
Coach, you got an interesting one tonight. I realized the way the last cycle happened, none of your players have been to Quigley on a Friday night. So this is an interesting task for them. Historic place to play, obviously, and a program that's getting better. They're not. I wouldn't say they're the Tigers of the last few years. They're on the ascension. What's been the focus this week for your guys?
Well, Coach Robinson's doing a good job. He's got good players. They're just young and they're inexperienced and they're grasping at straws, trying to get better. I thought they played really well against Pulaski Academy, and they scored a lot of points against them. When you can sit there, you can't compare scores, but you can look at other games and see where people haven't done that to Pulaski Academy. And, they're capable of putting it together and playing well. They're big, strong, they're athletic. They've got some great skill guys. We've got to play well. And, this is a big game for them. Coach Robinson coached here. They, it's a big game for him. And, they want to be a playoff contender. And this is a game that could definitely get them into the playoffs and give them some confidence going into the last part of the season. And, we've got to go out there and play fast. We've got to play hard. And we've got to, bring the wood. We've got to play hard every single play. And if we can do that, I think we'll be fine. It's just that they have a lot to do with that as well, and they're athletic and big enough to be able to take on anybody.
He's Buck James. His number 4 ranked Wampus Cats continue 7A Central play tonight on the road at Little Rock Central. Coach, thanks for joining us this week. Excited to see what you guys do tonight.
Hey, I appreciate you guys having me on.
All right, guys, thanks. And as always, thanks to Coach Buck James for his time pregame tonight. Let's take a look at the 7A Central standings. There are 2 teams that are atop the standings at 3-0 conference marks. That's Bryant and that's us. We're both 3-0. Little Rock Christian and Pulaski Academy are both 2-1 on the year. Bottom half of the standings look like this. North Little Rock and Cabot are both 1-2. Little Rock Central and Little Rock Southwest both looking for their first victories in conference play. Last week, it was 4 big wins. Conway over Cabot. North Little Rock got the win over Southwest, 41-0. Bryant over Pulaski Academy big, and Little Rock Christian took care of this Little Rock Central team that we'll see in a few minutes. Final score there, 41-7. A bit of an anomaly this week as far as the schedule goes. The top 4 teams, Bryant, Conway, Little Rock Christian, and Pulaski Academy, all playing the bottom 4 teams, North Little Rock, Cabot, Little Rock Central, and Little Rock Southwest. So the chances there for there to be some separation in the top half and the bottom half, where you could see a 2-game spread between Little Rock Christian and PA and North Little Rock and Cabot. If those top 4 teams all win, the bottom 4, of course, would lose. So we'll see how all that plays out later on tonight. When we come back on the Conway Regional Health System pregame show, we go live to Quigley Stadium. Just moments away from kickoff, we'll have Tim's 3 things. We'll meet the starting lineup, and then we will kick it off tonight. It is mid-October. The final part of the season, the stretch run, is upon us, and we'll have it for you live, kicking off from Little Rock, coming up on Conway Corp.
Today's medical system is like a maze where patients get lost. Not here. Conway Regional takes a personal approach to health, so you get one-of-a-kind care that blends access and excellence, familiarity and fierce commitment, with a deeply invested team delivering the services and support that people deserve. This is not mass-produced healthcare. This is your healthcare. Conway Regional. Curated care.
Good evening and welcome to historic Quigley Stadium here in downtown Little Rock. I'm Levi Gilbert alongside color analyst Tim Roach here on the Centennial Bank Cam. And Tim, 31 state championships. Quigley is the home of what has been a special football program in the state of Arkansas.
Yeah, Coach Rob, a Conway guy, is getting it back in place. They've already matched their win total this year, what they had last year.
It's been 21 years since Central last won a state title. And the last 5-6 years in particular have been tough on the Tiger program. But, like you said, in their 3rd year under the direction of former Wampus Cat assistant Anthony Robinson, the Tigers are showing new life and incremental progress. How do we keep Central from building some confidence against your Wampus Cats? That takes us to Tim's 3 things.
You're going to see this quarterback take a lot of action out to the flats, so we've got to make sure our eyes are in the right spot. We need to utilize, I think, misdirection, some counters. They fly to the ball. If we can use that against them, I think that's going to work best for us. And then we need to, from last week, we just need to cut back on the penalties. Coach talked about it. We've got to get things cleaned up.
Tim, one area of this Central offense has been finding success is in that quick passing game out in the flats. Our corners, guys like Elijah Washington and Kyan Allen, they're going to be crucial tonight to slowing down the Tiger offense.
Yeah, they
don't protect as well as they need to at this point yet, but so what they do is they get it out quickly. When you do that, you have to pay attention to the hitch and goes and those kinds of things. You got to make sure you're covering it right, but they like to get it in space.
Kyle Allen got his first interception last week at home against Cabot. Tim, moving from the Conway defense over to the Conway offense, they're facing a young and hungry Central defense. It seems like there's going to be some opportunities with misdirection to get the Tigers caught and maybe some over-pursuing.
Yeah, when you're playing an athletic team and a fast team like Conway, you have to fly to the ball just to get there. And if you do that, if you send all your forces to one spot, you are open to the cutbacks and to the misdirections and counterplays. I think we can utilize some of that and use their speed against them in that regard.
Particularly with a guy like Ryder Cook being able to run the ball might come in handy tonight. Yep. Tim, you heard Coach say it in our pregame interview. One of the things that really bothered him from last week's win was all the penalties. I mean, we're hitting a crucial point with these players where he's getting many of them to that edge of intensity and carrying some swagger when they're on the field. But how do you keep them from crossing the line and hurting your team with penalties?
Guys like Ryan Howard right there, coaches need to be able, and Trenton Ellis, in practice this week, it had to be a focus of we're going to clean it up. We want that edge, but we want you to clean it up. And I think that they're going to get it done tonight. I think you'll see a little bit cleaner prospect tonight.
All right, your number 4 ranked Wampus Cats continuing 7A Central play tonight here at Little Rock Central. We'll have the starting lineups coming up next after this break on Conway Court.
Today's medical system treats patients like products, not us. Conway Regional brings together key service lines, providers, and technologies to create a unique patient experience that is highly intentional and refreshingly personal. With a hospital in the heart of Conway, a trusted ER, women's services, all from a team that delivers more than medicine. This is not mass-produced healthcare. This is your healthcare. Conway Regional. Curated care.
Live tonight here in downtown Little Rock for some more 7A Central play. It's Conway versus Little Rock Central, and it's been a while since we've been here. We'll get into that here in a few minutes. But first, the starting lineups tonight for your Wampus Cats.
Cam Sims, Caleb Kern, Julian Jones, Lawrence Wagner,
DK Turner,
Reagan Choate, Trayvon Logan, Kyle Allen, Elijah Washington, Hayden Green, Tay Boogie Lockett,
Crosby Kier,
Will Upton, John Hunter Scaife, Isaiah Bowman, Major James,
Nathan Richardson,
Tyron Ware, Kingston Jackson,
Dawson McFadden,
Cambrian Blackman, Carter Crow, Elijah Call, Trey Harris, Ryder Cook.
Well, it's the first time this has happened all year. No changes to the starting lineups. We didn't even have to make a new video. Justin King got the night off.
Well, we had a pretty good ball game. I don't know if you make changes based upon what you see in the previous game, but we had a really good game against Cabot. I'd like to see that again.
And a good sign, we've been talking about it for a few weeks, but a continued good sign of good health at this point in the season, which is great. I mean, it's always good news.
Well, good health, and we are hopeful. Who knows when we're going to see the TAP show up, but Wes is making progress, continued progress. Watched him in warm-ups tonight. He looks good throwing the ball.
We'll say what we said last week. He is available.
Yeah,
he's cleared.
Right.
But, they're being cautious.
As they should.
And we'll just see. We'll see if he shows up on the field tonight.
On paper, this game is a game we wouldn't not necessarily need him. But Central, again, has that little thing going on. They can pop a big one. They can make a play on you. So you gotta go out there and play your best to beat these guys. But if you can do without Tap and give him just a little bit more time, that might be best.
But at the same time,
Ryder Cook,
you've got a really tough stretch coming up over the next 3 games. Not to look too far ahead from tonight, but it might be nice to just get him some reps.
Yeah, and now I will tell you as well. I mean, the difficulty is that Ryder Cook hasn't lost a ball game since he started.
Yeah,
and I love the way he's playing, and you don't want to change if something's working. But at the same time, this is one of those deals where an injury takes you out. It wasn't play that took West Tap out. It was an injury, and so he's earned that spot. And if it's ready to go, he should go.
All this to say, all the things you guys are thinking about at home watching these Wampus Cats, we're having the same thoughts.
Oh, yeah.
So we would love to see him out on the field tonight. Of course, talking about Wesley Tapp, but we'll just have to wait and see how the game progresses.
To be honest, as fast as Central likes to play defensively, I think this is a great matchup, I think, for Ryder Cook because he can use that zone read to his advantage.
It has been 3 years since Conway has played here at Little Rock Central. We played them here in 2022, then at home in 2023. Then in 2024, when the cycle changed, there's a cycle change every 2 years in the AAA, Jonesboro dropped down, and Central wanted to take Jonesboro's slot in the schedule, which meant they had to come back to Conway again 2 years in a row. So that's why it's been 3 years since we've been here.
Yeah, and COVID, you had COVID in there. Just everything kind of changed for a while. I think we did. Well, I think we lost the COVID year, didn't we, with Central?
We didn't play them in the regular season, but we ended up playing them in the playoffs because
right.
They went up to Fayetteville
and beat
Fayetteville.
That's right.
In a wild finish.
Wow. Okay. Wild finish in Fayetteville. There's something strange.
So we ended up playing Central that year, but not when we expected to play them.
Speaking of Fayetteville, tonight's Bentonville at Fayetteville.
Bentonville at Fayetteville.
That's a big matchup up there, man.
Going to be keeping an eye.
Yeah, one eye
on that.
Most of our focus here, but just a little deal. All right.
Wampus Cats will kick away to start the game. Conway, 5-1 overall, 3-0 in 7A Central play. Taken in near the 5. Stringing it out along that far side. Is going to be pushed out of bounds. They will mark the ball at the 24, it looks like.
Good coverage that time, and I'll tell you, Hayden Green did a great job of taking on a block right at the very beginning of that return, forcing him into the sidelines, and you use the sidelines as an extra defender. Nicely done. All right, good-sized quarterback here. He fills the screen up. He's and he can throw it. They do like to throw the short passes, though.
And a freshman, we might add.
Yeah, that's the other piece that's a little bit weird. Big dude as a freshman.
2 receivers to each side for Central. Under pressure, Kennedy escapes out on that far side. Stepping up, DK Turner going to force him out of bounds. It's going to be a loss of about 4. They'll mark it at the 20.
Everybody was covered downfield. That's a great job. The defensive line put the pressure and made him roll out, twist out of the normal pocket. But we had it covered up downfield. Nicely done. Loss on the play, so that goes down as a sack. I don't know who gets credit for it. Let's see who was right at the line.
It was 16, DK Turner.
DK Turner with a sack.
So 2nd and 14. They'll hand it off.
Ooh,
Reagan Choate stepping up, making a big hit. That's number 48 on your screen.
Yeah, he stepped inside the block. There was a block just to his outside, and he laid into him nicely.
Reagan Choate is stepped into a starting role the last few weeks.
Yeah. He's a bit now. You talked about the quarterback being a big guy as a freshman. Reagan Choate's a big dude for a sophomore. He fills the screen up.
Gain of just 2. It's 3rd and 12.
Trips down here low. Run the play clock under 10 now.
They empty it out for Kennedy. Gets it out quick across the middle.
Nicely done.
DK Turner there in defense, and Hayden Green was waiting too.
Yeah, he had a really nice coverage by Turner, to your point. Decent pressure. He got the throw off. He threw it where he wanted to throw, but it was just a good coverage in the secondary by the linebacker, dropping all the way back deep.
4th down and 12.
Did not get the jump, so he'll kick it away. That looked like motion.
Step back and pooch it. Nobody back for your Wampus Cats. Bounces at the 50, but Tay Lockett got back. He'll pick it up. Past the 50. Tay Lockett's got blockers out in front. One man to beat. Back to the middle of the field. Gets away from Kennedy. Punt return. Touchdown, Conway.
Oh. Make it hurt, Tay. Yeah, you could see the seams starting to happen as soon as he picked up, made the decision to take the ball. Unfortunately for Central, it bobbled up. He caught it on the fly, and, man, he made him pay. Nice.
And they hadn't even sent him back. He just ran back and was able to catch it off the bounce. Second punt return for a touchdown on the year for Tay Boogie Lockett. Third special teams touchdown of the year.
My goodness. That's making an impact.
Extra point is up. It's good. Conway, 7. Central, nothing. Back in 30 seconds here on Conway Corp.
At Arvest Bank, we believe small businesses are the backbone of communities. Whether you're just getting your business off the ground, planning for future growth, or managing the day-to-day, we want you to thrive. That's why we help businesses of all kinds find their strength. Because everyone deserves a financial partner who cares. Arvest Bank. We believe.
Man, your Wampus Cats getting on the board quickly. Offense didn't even get a snap. Tay Boogie Lockett did it all himself yet again.
Yeah, offense, sit down. Take a breather. Get another sip on that Gatorade. Defense did great. I mean, they had it 4th and 12, and they tried a couple of deeper balls than what's normal. They didn't throw any of the flats, and they did the secondary did a great job in their coverage schemes, including the linebackers dropping back into the middle of the field. That was nicely done.
Crosby Kier will kick off for the second time here in the first quarter. Nice line drive kick taken in about the 4. Stopped in the middle of the field. Carter Crow. They're going to mark it at the 21.
Take a look at this this touchdown run from a punt from Boogie Lockett. You'll see this guy right here, not a very good breakdown. What he does is he goes inside and wiggles through, and what you'll see down the field are seams that open up for Boogie, and he has a great ability to just juke and jive and go. Right there. Looking around for the backside pressure, and then it's over with. The quarterback had to try to make the tackle. Nothing there.
Love it. Second punt return for a touchdown on the year. He also has a kick return for a touchdown. He also has an interception return for a touchdown. So he's
making an impact. Yeah.
He is up to 4 touchdowns now as a defensive and special teams player.
Good little run there on the first play from scrimmage for Central. The center of the line opened up a little bit, and they were able to get 5 there. That's their best offensive play.
A mark it at the 26. Nice gain on first down for the Tigers.
We're playing our base 4-2.
Handoff here again. It's going to fall forward for about 3. So finding some success in the ground game here.
Yeah, brings up about it's 3rd and 4. So he picked up a couple there. You got to suspect that with that success they'll throw, though. They got to get some pressure off of the quarterback. As a freshman, you got to take some time to get adjusted to the pace of the game.
Kennedy having to run. Can he get to the line? Stretched out just enough. I think he's got it.
Yeah, and unfortunately, Elijah Branch, our left end, really, they did a good job either blocking him there or they had enough jersey to hold him tight. He was trying to shake free, just couldn't get there.
Got it to the 33. First down of the night for the Tigers. They'll go trips to the far side. Marshall in the backfield with Kennedy. Another handoff to Marshall. Marshall found some space on that left side.
Yeah, gain of about 5. He made one miss at the line of scrimmage and got into the linebackers pretty quickly. Good blocking up front that time by Central.
A mark it at the 37.
Trying to see. We're so far. These stands are so high.
Yeah, higher than we are even when we're at home. Both stands basically the same height.
Go vertical, yeah.
Kennedy going deep. Had a step.
Good play.
Kyan Allen in defense there.
Yeah. Nice coverage that time by Kyan. They took it deep. They got just enough time to get it off. We pressured right there at the very end and got a hit on him, but not enough to throw off the pass. It was on the spot. Just good coverage.
After the incompletion, it'll be 3rd and 5, 8:41 on the clock here in the first quarter. Kennedy under pressure, steps up, gets away from the pressure. DK Turner chasing him down from behind. He will have enough for the first down as they will mark it at the 46.
That was a case there where we lost the containment on the outside. You watch Trey Dietz here, I think it is. Yeah, it gets pulled up into the middle and allows him to bounce it outside. He got the quick chip, and they were able to get a first down. So they've gotten first downs on 3rd down and decent from the legs of their quarterback. He's finding some space on the edges.
Hand off to Marshall. Makes a cut to his right. Tay Boogie Lockett stepping up and run defense.
Yeah, good tackle there. Good stick. DK Turner in there as well.
They're going to mark it at the 48.
Boogie doesn't hesitate to bring the lumber when he comes in. I'd like to see him wrap a little bit better. But he really hits it hard. That good stop there. Only got 2. Yeah,
it brought Frazier in motion, and I guess he wasn't the only one.
Yeah, yeah. Motion is the right word there. Their line was a little bit askew anyway. I was taking a look at it. It literally looked like it was slanted at a 45-degree angle, so it was a little weird setup. That doesn't help get behind the sticks there.
Well, depends on who you are.
Yeah, if you're fair enough. If you're Central, that's right.
They faked the reverse, going deep across the middle. 2 Conway defenders there, but the ball thrown too far out in front.
If Boogie had turned his head a different direction, he turned to chase. It was good coverage by Elijah Washington deep out there, and Boogie went to go assist when the ball went deep, and had he turned his head the other direction, he would have picked that one off. Nobody had a chance for it other than Boogie. He was closest.
It'll be 3rd down and 13. They'll have trips here on the near side. One receiver split out to the far side. That's, I think, number 13 out there.
I'd like to see our defensive line get home here on one of these pass plays. You know they got to throw it, so you know it's going to be coming.
Kennedy getting flushed out. Just going to throw it out of bounds. I don't know. I don't know about that one.
There was a guy there.
Okay.
He had a guy there. But that's what I was looking for. We didn't get home, but we practically did. I mean, it was there was no chance for anything there.
You expect them to punt again here on 4th and 13, but the last one didn't go so well for the Tigers.
Motion.
That's going to push it back even further. That time Kennedy didn't take any steps back. So
yeah, no, he was just lying. Maybe that's what they do when there's no chance that they're thinking about it. But yeah, he didn't even move. Here we come with like a natural punt team, it looks like.
Yeah, watching the game film,
they punt.
It looked like Zacoby Page,
was punter.
number 11, was their punter, but I don't know if he's going out there now.
It's
a different
number
punter.
82. Yeah.
82 is Chris Brown. He's a sophomore. Tay Lockett back just past the 30.
We give 5 back. We cross in high school ball. If this is one of your first times watching high school ball, you breach the neutral zone. It is a dead ball foul. The offsides and procedure are dead ball fouls in high school. That'll get somebody changed out. Dietz is out. Choate is in.
And Boogie Lockett back to the 25. Punt is away from Brown. It's nice and high. Tay Lockett takes it in at the 21. Trying to get around the defender here on the near side. He does. He's going to go out of bounds right around the 25.
Yeah, better job. Got him going sideways. That's a better thing to do, I guess, with Boogie.
So we finally get a look at our Conway offense.
Wow, 7 minutes to go in the quarter, and this is our first look.
Ryder Cook will get the start again, as we expected.
Trey Harris in the backfield. Boy, did he have a game.
24 carries, 257, 3 touchdowns.
I asked him if he was sore the next morning. He said, no, feel good.
We talked about it. He was our senior spotlight tonight here in the pregame. And if you look at his body now from 2 years ago,
totally
night
different.
and day difference. They'll start with Trey Harris right here.
Good tackle there.
It's going to fall forward for a short gain.
That was a good tackle there. Kind of strung it out. He saw the hole quickly and then had to begin to bounce, and he was set up for it there.
Gain of just 1. 2nd and 9.
2 up top.
Going back to this heavy set you like, Tim Roach.
I do like this one.
Right up the middle, Trey Harris escaping through. Dragged down. They'll mark it at the 42. Huge run for Trey.
Oh, man, I love that blocking scheme up front. You had Kingston Jackson and Isaiah Bowman blowing it up there.
Conway going fast. They'll give it to Trey again. Working the left side still. He's going to get down to the 37.
Would suspect to see the Wild Crow in here at some point in time, but they may run Trey here again, but you can kind of sense that they're going to be chasing one. Maybe a good chance to pull it out, throw the deep ball.
Trips out on the far side.
Zone coverage.
Just keep feeding Trey Harris. Trey.
Oh, yeah.
Gets around the edge. He's going to be close to that first down marker, maybe just a yard shy.
Yeah, just maybe a little shy, but he lowered his head there. Really, he knew where he was on the field and really pressed forward, just short.
Get our first look at Amari Davis in the backfield.
If we only had a guy that ran hard, that'd be different. That's Amari Davis. This guy can really bring it.
Amari had that touchdown on the little scrum last week.
He had a little contact from about the 10 yards out and made it home. He was excited about it. I was too.
3rd and 1. Give it to Amari. Amari has the first down. Still pumping through. They'll mark him at the 28.
Amari's starting to look better and better in terms of his health. He got hurt in the Bentonville game, and it took him a while to get back, but he's starting to look like the Amari Davis that we're used to. Trips up top.
Under the 5-minute mark here in the first quarter, clock running for your Wampus Cats. Ryder Cook, first pass. Out there finds Carter Crow. Carter down inside the 15. They'll drag him down. They'll mark it at the 11. The 12.
He went for the safe option with Carter Crow, but I will tell you, Elijah Collum was down the sidelines and open as well. He had his choice there of two guys. Great play call there. Trips down here low now.
First down and 10. I'll hand it off to Amari. Amari made a slight cut back to his right. Falls down at the 6.
Yeah, he got to the line of scrimmage, and he was just seeing green there. It's just where's the space, and made a great cut to the right.
2nd down and 4. Give it to him again, going around the right side.
That's a
touchdown, Conway.
You bet. Got some space, a little bit of space, and then it was all Amari Davis from about the 2-yard line. Was not going to be denied. Great job, Amari.
4th rushing touchdown on the year for Amari Davis.
Watch this, just a little bit of movement, then boom, 2 guys.
Got around Dawson McFadden, had that seal block.
Dawson's done a great job blocking, man. I know they haven't thrown the ball to him a lot, and they can do that, but, man, he's been a beast blocking.
Extra point is good. Conway extends the lead, 14-0 here in the first quarter. Back after this break on Conway Court.
Today's medical system treats patients like products, not us. Conway Regional brings together key service lines, providers, and technologies to create a unique patient experience that is highly intentional and refreshingly personal. With a hospital in the heart of Conway, a trusted ER, women's services, all from a team that delivers more than medicine. This is not mass-produced healthcare. This is your healthcare. Conway Regional. Curated care.
Back live here in Central. Offense got their first possession. Man, they just marched down the field. Dominant run game for your Wampus Cats.
It's the last week all over again. I mean, just really pounded through the ball one time.
Yep.
One time to Carter Crow.
Taking a look at the stats we've got prepared here from Scott Taylor. Wampus Cats have rushed for 56 yards on 7 carries on that drive. The one pass went for 17.
Yeah, and it was well designed. He had 2 guys open, 2 options.
Tigers.
Somebody take it.
Having a little confusion on who's going to get that ball. Carter Crow, no confusion on getting some hands on a Tiger. Forward progress. Where are they going to mark that? All the way back at the 13.
Yeah. Carter Crow is a guy, I know we talked a lot about him last week going into that ball game. But he's a guy that lived his early years, lived in special teams. He got a chance to make some really good catches as a sophomore. But he lived on the special teams. And when you prove yourself, I mean, he played all out on special teams, proved his worth there, and then he's been rewarded year after year for a number of touches. But he's still out there on special teams because he can get it done.
Buck James,
big fan of Carter
Buck James and his coaching staff, they want dudes out on special teams too.
He's one of them.
Bryson Kennedy.
Go get it.
Go get it. Oh, man. I don't know what our guys were waiting on.
I turned into Fan Tim right there all of a sudden. It was a little confusing.
I went with you.
Sorry.
Well, Bryson Kennedy, finished my thought here. He was 0 for 4 before that pass attempt. He's now 0 for 5. Central has only gained 24 yards of offense here in the first quarter. It's all come on the ground.
Oh, he did a great job there just picking up the ball and getting rid of it and had a guy in the area, so no grounding there. That could have been a big loss. That's motion.
Motion right guard.
Central a little scattered right now.
You know, we talked about it, that they're moving in the right direction.
They are.
But if you watch the film, there is still some just like this feeling of uncertainty at times.
Yeah, they've got a lot of guys. When they get a freshman quarterback, they got a lot of guys learning still, and so they're still building it. It's coming, but it's going to take a long time here. That's another motion. That you've got to call that.
Okay, flag finally.
Well,
but it was on the other side, right?
I don't understand why you don't call it down here. Coach Rob about to call a timeout if they're not careful. He has come out to the numbers, and looks like a timeout.
Good call, Tim Roach.
Yeah.
Good call, Tim Roach. All right, we'll take it with them. 3:29 to play here in the first quarter. We'll be back in just a few seconds on Conway Court.
Come see us. Check us out online at countryside.motors.com. Thank you for your business.
You talked about how high up we are. Props to our setup crew today. There's no elevators. They had to carry all the equipment all the way up to the top.
My man Wayne over here. At 60, I would have felt it today. This would
Well,
have been
that's
the time.
why we showed up at 4:15, right?
Thank you.
No. But they did a great job.
Yeah.
It's hard work on the road anywhere we go, but places like this, it's a little more difficult.
It's a great place, though, because historic. I mean, there's all that stuff. But, yeah, this is a concrete facility, these stands are, and they are vertical, and there are 100 rows of them. Feels like it.
Jeff Matthews told me at North Little Rock after the game that he realized he doesn't have the right shoes to run camera for 2.5 hours. And I think we need to invest in some better shoes. I'm feeling that too.
Swing here. There's the dump.
There it was. You called it in your Tim's 3 things, but falls incomplete there for Central, and they're going to be punting from the shadow of their own goalpost.
He was nervous back there standing in the black, and so that gives you not only happy feet, but that'll make you throw it before it's time. I mean, his guy was going to be open. It was not going to result in any kind of major yardage, but it was he got a little nervous.
And if you're nervous now, you're going to be real nervous with having to punt it away to Tay Boogie Lockett again.
Who's standing at the Wampus Cat 37. No, I'm sorry, at the Tiger 37.
Punt is off. Tay Lockett takes it at the 34. Stiff arm, going to get down to about the 31.
Yeah.
And that is where it will be marked. A short field for Conway.
Yeah, he did a good job he thought about fair catching that one. You could see the hand almost come up. Did a good job to get the stiff arm. That got him another 3 or 4 yards. Just a good hard run there.
I don't think his first thought is ever, I'm going to fair catch this.
No. Good decision. That was a good decision by him. Saved some yards as well. McFadden in the backfield.
Yeah, him lined up at a fullback spot. That's tough.
Yeah.
Trey Harris.
Right behind
cut
him.
back to the middle. Running through an arm tackle there all the way down to the 15.
That was a great block by McFadden, by the way. Good entry block into it. But Major James pulled and blocked there. Major James' guy gets on the ground every play. I'm convinced it goes on the ground every play.
Well, they actually marked it at the 16. First down for your Wampus Cats. Stay in this formation. McFadden in that fullback spot again. 2 receivers on the near side, 1 out on the far side. Just keep feeding Trey Harris.
He was lucky to get that much. They had that one bottled up pretty well. Every once in a while, the defense wins.
Got it to the 15, just a gain of 1.
Yeah. Too many golden jerseys and not enough white jerseys in that one spot there.
Ryder Cook gets it to Dawson McFadden. McFadden inside the 10. They'll mark him at the 8.
Brings up 3rd and about 3, but I like that play because, I mean, you feed Trey until they stop it, and then you go, okay, well, here's something else for you to think about.
3rd and short, they give it to Trey. Trey falling inside the 5. Oh, they're going to mark him all the way back at the 4.
Wow, that's a tragically bad spot. But
well, it'll be 1st and goal.
I don't care. I mean, that ball needs to be where it needs to be. But
Conway moving fast. Ryder Cook going to keep it. Ryder Cook takes the contact and still gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Conway.
Oh, he got popped at the 1 and kept the course. Stayed the course, my friend. Great job, Ryder Cook. That's what we were hoping. We talked about that. You're going to keep going, Trey, and all of a sudden you don't. You pull it out and you go this way. Watch this. Boom! No. Touchdown.
Ryder's first rushing touchdown of the year, and he certainly earned that one.
Oh, yeah. A little bit of a lick there.
Extra point is up. It's good. Conway extends the lead, 21-0. Back after this break on Conway Court.
At First Security, we love our home state, but Conway might be our favorite community of all. We pour our time, energy, and resources into the nonprofits and charitable organizations working hard to make Conway a better place for us all. Investing in students, schools, and educators. Helping neighbors triumph over challenges. Building faith. building hope, and looking forward to our shared future. First Security, proud to be your bank and your bankers, making Conway even better.
Live tonight in Pulaski Academy, not Pulaski Academy,
Pulaski Academy
County.
Yes.
Here in Little Rock. Pulaski Academy, that's next week.
Yes, sir. At home.
But back at home. Your Wampus Cats, they have scored every time they've touched the ball, first on a punt return, and then the last two offensive possessions for Conway have also ended in 6. It's 21-0. Still here in the first quarter, 1:54 left to play. Another liner from Crosby Keir. Marshall going to be taken down. They'll mark him. Going to mark him, looks like about the 29.
Let's take a look at that touchdown run by Ryder Cook. He is, we expected to see some misdirection tonight, and so you've got this guy right here, Ryder Cook. What he's going to do is he's going to feed it right here, pull it out, come in, and when he gets popped right here at the line of scrimmage, or at the goal line, he bounces it out and gets back in. This is just a great play by Ryder Cook.
First rushing touchdown of the year for Ryder. Tough run from the sophomore. Tigers, quick pass out in the flats.
Good
nice
tackle
by Boogie Lockett.
Yeah, and that's the wrap I'm looking for. Good, secure tackle there.
Tim Roach, second week with the Telestrator. How you feeling? You're doing well.
Dude, I love this thing. Justin King, my new best friend. And you.
And you? Oh, me. And me, okay.
That's great. It's a great little tool. Love it.
I'd spend more time with you and Justin King than probably anyone else. Yeah. So
this has been a very interesting season thus far. You know, the loss to Bentonville. To me, it seems like a long time ago, but it really was not. I mean, it's only four games ago.
Yeah.
And but they have really grown since then, looking really good.
They're trending in the right direction. That's what you wanted to see after what was a difficult non-conference schedule.
Yeah.
And just performance from your Wampus Cats.
Up.
Gavin Perry.
There we go.
Couldn't secure the tackle, but he's got backup.
Yeah, you had several guys flying back there. Who was that?
That was 3rd and 1 and no gain.
Is that Bentley Mosley.
Bentley Mosley on the field.
He was out there, and he was the one that kind of turned it around there. That play had all the earmarkings of a first down. Didn't get there.
They're going to go for it.
Nope.
Nowhere to go. Was that Bennett again? Or was that Juju that time?
Juju and
Trey McBride.
Trey McBride, yeah. Nice job on the defense. They had 3rd and less than a yard. They ended up with 4th and about 2, and they got 0 yardage.
You talked about Bennett Mosley. Got on the field for the first time last week.
Yep.
Late in the homecoming game against Cabot. Getting on the field early here in the first quarter tonight.
He's a big dude, and again, that's a sophomore, right?
Yeah,
he's a sophomore.
They've got 3 sophomore defensive linemen that are going to just be beasts in the next
Elijah
year or two.
Elijah Branch being one of the other ones as well. Trey
Jabari
McBride,
Criswell, one of them. Man, hey, look who's out on the field, Tim Roach.
Oh, hey, sitting there talking about defensive linemen, and there's the bigger guy running quarterback.
It's tap time.
Hey, baby. Welcome back, Wesley Tapp.
Got one handoff, and that's the end of the first quarter.
Okay, come on up.
Hey, that's a good time for tap time. I like it. That's smart.
Yeah.
All right, 21-0. Your Wampus Cats take a lead into the second quarter. That's all coming up next here on Conway Corp.
Today's medical system is like a maze where patients get lost. Not here. Conway Regional takes a personal approach to health, so you get one-of-a-kind care that blends access and excellence, familiarity and fierce commitment, with a deeply invested team delivering the services and support that people deserve. This is not mass-produced healthcare. This is your health care. Conway Regional. Curated care.
We come back live here at Little Rock Central. It's tap time, my friends. Wesley Tapp back on the field. Hasn't played since week 1. The second game of the year against Bentonville, going up top for Cam Blackman. 2 Central Tigers, double coverage on Blackman.
Yeah, the safety. He had man. It was not man coverage. He had this zone help across. He was singled up in the zone 1. Singled and came over and helped out there. Good looking throw. I was wondering if it was going to be a throw. They had him spread out so wide. I thought he might go to the pure man that was up top with Carter Crow and Alex McCray, but he chose. The safety was going to go wherever he turned. So
here's your favorite formation again. You got Kingston Jackson, Isaiah Bowman over there on the left side.
Yeah, this looks like an Amari Davis run here.
We'll give it to Amari. Amari going to fall forward just short of the 25-yard line. It's going to bring up 4th and 1.
The safe bet here, is Amari Davis. A more interesting bet would be Carter Crow. He's coming into the backfield. Let's see where they do with Tapp. 25 seconds left. They're still kind of working things out. Carter Crow behind Tapp. Okay, this is interesting. Now we shift out of it.
4th down. Amari Davis.
Got it.
He's going to have it.
Yeah, he got it. Good play. That was the smart conservative play, and he got it. So, new set of downs for your Wampus Cats. Amari Davis, tough runner. Had a leading block by Carter Crow there. Trips low here. Who is that in the backfield? That's
still Amari.
That's McFadden.
Another handoff to Amari Davis. There is a flag coming in.
They're going to call a hold. I think it's going to be on Major. That'll be 1st and 20. No, 1st and about 17. They're going to throw it 3 yards from the spot.
Well, I think just the second penalty against Conway here tonight.
We've had another one?
Yeah, we had offsides on a...
Oh, that's right, on the punt.
Yeah.
That's right. Fair call. All right, it does bring up 2nd and 20, so... I thought a hold from beyond the line of scrimmage was a spot foul, but guess not.
That backed it all the way up to the 34. Trey Harris. Little juke made a guy miss. They're going to push it forward. They're not going to give it to him.
No, what they called him down. Wow, with only about a 2-yard gain.
So forward progress, they're going to say stop back at the 33, although we saw where the forward progress was.
Yeah. They actually didn't give him anything there.
Be 2nd down and 18. 10 minutes to play here in the first half.
3 downs to pick up 20.
Tapp going up deep. Cam Blackman's got a step. Ooh. Made the play back to the ball. Just couldn't haul it in.
That was right there. Back shoulder throw was right there. He looks good throwing the ball. That's for sure. No pressure on him as well. Offensive line did a great job giving him time to throw. All right, you want to pick up at least half of this. You need to make it manageable. It's offsides. There's 5 of it.
Well,
back.
That will help. It's going to make it 3rd and 13.
So now, give you a play that at least gets you about 6 or 7 yards, with more on the hope side, but at least 6 or 7. Tight end out wide along with Alex McCray up there.
Tapp going deep here on the near side. Had Column. A well-timed hit by the the defensive back for the Tigers, and just took it out of the hands of Collins.
So that's 3 or 4 throws now, at least, where the safety has gotten there just in time to break it up. Good throw again. Ryder comes back out. We may be doing, I don't know that we pooch kick this. Tried to get a hard count. Didn't get the 5. Definitely going. No man's territory here.
Ryder, quarterback keeper, gets out of the tackle down inside the 10, picks up the first down on 4th and 13.
Come on. That is all heart, man. That's a sophomore quarterback taking it right up the gut. Took a hit short of the line of gain, spun out, then gets the tackle well past the line of gain. Great job, Ryder Cook.
1st and goal from the 9. Ryder Cook will stay on. We'll give it to Trey Harris, working the right side. Trey down to the 5, still pushing again. The scrum again, part 2. Trey Harris, touchdown.
That is how you do that. No whistle this time. All the way into the end zone. Pushed it from about the 6-yard line all the way into the end zone. Some serious strength by your senior running back, Trey Harris. Took it, look here, at the 6-yard line. Now, then you got some help coming in. Yes, sir.
Man.
Yes, sir.
10th rushing touchdown of the year for Trey Harris.
That is unbelievable, man. Great job there.
Will Upton's been perfect here in the first half. 28-0. Conway continues to extend the lead. This is Conway Wampus Cat football on Conway Court. Live tonight here in Little Rock. It's been all Conway. Their first trip to Central since 2022.
It seems like a long time.
It does seem like a long time.
It just seems weird, but yeah.
You know what's crazy about that? 2022 was just our 3rd season doing the games together.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh.
It's easy to remember because we started in 2020, the fall of 2020.
This is our 6th year, 5th year?
Sixth year, yeah.
Got to count the 0. Yeah, math. Trevor Seifert, he bust me up over that.
Well, you're not a math instructor.
No, yeah,
so.
but he could basically be one. Oh, good block, but a great,
nice
even better
hit.
tackle.
Is that Rodney Chapman?
Yeah, he was one of the captains tonight. The captains tonight, Will Upton. Chapman was one. Brian Robinson, number 19, who's a senior defensive back, and Josh Fences.
Collectively, your Wampus Cats have rushed for over 100 yards already here on the night at 119. Trey Harris has 70 on 9 carries and a touchdown. Amari Davis has 26 on 6 carries and a touchdown. And Ryder Cook has 23 yards on 2 carries and a touchdown.
Yeah, it's been no flash, really. I mean, this has been basically one of those things where you've kind of just gone about your business and done it, and it's...
Keep it simple.
Yeah. We have 28 points, right?
That is correct.
Okay.
Yeah, they got 27 on the scoreboard here, but our scoreboard
correct 28.
has 28.
Yeah.
Yeah, he definitely made that kick.
Yeah.
Under pressure.
Lawrence
Wagner causing some problems. Kennedy's going to have to loft it up out of bounds. Taking a look at some scores around the 7A. Benville's up 14-0 on Fayetteville. That's in the first quarter. Rogers up 20-7 on Springdale. Bryan up 14-0 on Southwest. Some of these scores are a little delayed, I'm sure. Last score that we've seen between Cabot and PA. Cabot up 7-0. So that's an interesting one to keep an eye on.
Say it again?
Cabot 7, PA 0, but says the first quarter. So
Okay.
I bet they're a little
And they're
behind.
they're playing at Cabot, I think.
It's at PA.
Oh, is it PA? Oh, nice. Wagner, Chapman, perfectly done. This guy Wagner is a guy that I'm really interested in. He's a guy that is. You take a look at how he fills out the screen. He looks the part of a defensive end. If you had to kind of draw one up, he'd be the guy. Joe Washington has moved. I was trying to figure out, is that Joe? Joe's moved into the tackle spot. I've seen a lot of that this year where you have Wagner, and then you go Joe Washington.
3rd and 13, ball to 21. Kennedy, under pressure, cannot get away from Caleb Kern.
That's how you do that. Finally got home. Caleb Kern. You also had Joe Washington back there as well. Just a good push by your defensive line. That's the way you do that.
It's going to be 4th and 17. They'll bring on the punt team. No question what they're going to do here.
No shenanigans. No ifs, ands, or buts. Just a punt.
Tay Lockett hanging out back near the 50.
Hoping to get a kick to come his way. Already has one tonight for a touchdown.
Uh-oh.
Oops, here we go.
Here we go.
Yeah, he's not going to get
94, Elijah Branch makes the tackle, and another short field for your Wampus Cats.
Yeah, low snap, but it was one he probably should have had. He would probably tell you that. Yeah, actually, not even a low snap.
He was riding his breadbasket.
I looked down and looked back up, and it was on the ground.
I would not want to be a punter. There's so many things I would not want to be. A punter is one of them. Well, for starters, I don't have any kicking skills, so
you would never be a punter.
I would never be a punter, but also I don't want to be one. Hey, all right, Wesley Tapp going to be back out there for this possession.
We talked about this on the way up, hoping to see him get a couple of series.
Well, your Wampus Cats are entering the gauntlet of the 7A Central schedule starting next week. I give it to Carter Crow. Carter down inside the 10.
Nice.
All the way down. They're going to mark it at about the 7.
Yeah, he got hit early on, and Carter just the same. He's not a pure running back, but he's running like a running back. Took the contact, drove his legs,
and now he's going to split out.
Somebody's like, "Where's Waldo?
What can
Carter?
Crow do for you?"
Man coverage down here up top and down low.
Give it to Amari. Amari made one move to his left. Easy money for Amari Davis. Second rushing touchdown of the night.
Yeah, that's one that's as easy as you please there. To your point, made one little wiggle at the line of scrimmage, and it was nothing but the end zone for Amari Davis. Well done.
Touchdown number 5 on the year for Amari. And I don't know what's going on with the Central scoreboard, but they do not have the right score up.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's 35.
He made that one as well. It's 35-0. Conway on top. 6:44 left to play here in the first half. We'll be back after this break on Conway Corp.
At Arvest Bank, we believe financial confidence should be within reach for everyone. Whether you're just getting started, planning for your future, or starting a new chapter, we're here to help you plan and reach your goals every step of the way. Because everyone deserves a financial partner who cares. Arvest Bank. We believe.
Well, the dominant ground game continuing for your Wampus Cat. Here's what's crazy. I just interrupted myself. I didn't even finish the thought. I just went straight into here's what's crazy. Only 156 yards of offense here in the first half. But they've had such short fields for most of the night. It's just they've not had to gain a lot of yards to score.
And sometimes that happens. And you saw some of that in Southwest, against Southwest as well. Just the fields were short. You made some big. You had 2 scores that were special teams, and so it sometimes it doesn't. Scoreboard doesn't play it. Ow! Ooh, ball
came out.
Oh, they got it back.
I think Central got on it.
good pop. Well, I don't know.
Who came up with it?
It looked like for a second that Central got it back, but I guess not. Great pop. I don't know who that was, but, boy, they laid the lumber. Do we have that we can roll back?
It was Braylon Allen that came up with it.
Nicely
They're giving
done
him the belt, but he's definitely not the one that made the hit.
Oh, it's
Hayden Green.
Hayden Green.
Flew in.
Yep.
Caused the strip.
Nice replay there, guys.
And another incredibly short field.
Got a problem with the chains down here, so we're a moment to take a breath here.
I'd like to get a drink of water, if you don't mind.
No, go ahead.
Official timeout.
While you do that, so special teams for the Wampus Cats, we've seen a couple of things that we didn't necessarily like. We've seen one touchdown on a kickoff return, I believe, this year. I think we've seen one of those. I'd have to think about that, but we saw a long touchdown or a long kickoff return with Cabot.
Yeah.
Got down to about the 8-yard line. We've seen some things that are some issues, but on the whole, our special teams have been really, really good this year. We have 3 touchdowns, all 3 by Boogie, and some big, big plays just like that right there from Hayden Green.
Carter Crow motions out. Wesley Tapp looking for Carter. What an arm from Wesley Tapp down inside the 10. Carter Crow going to go out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 7.
I didn't think there was any chance he could complete this pass. Carter ran a great route. It was right in the middle of the zone. Watch this. Boom. Nicely done.
He has not lost any zip.
Yeah,
we'll
that was really good. Now you go into
Wild Crow.
Wild Crow.
What I love watching on the Wild Crow plays have been the way that the running backs block. So, like Trey Harris, for instance, watch him on this play. Watch number 1.
They don't know. They've got some problems with their lineup. We may have to call a timeout. Timeout coming.
We'll see if the Wild Crow comes back. We'll take the timeout with them. Back in 30 here on Conway Corp.
Come see us. Check us out online at countryside.com. Thank you for your business.
Great shot of our Conway High cheerleaders as we come back here in Central. 5:51 on the clock. Your Wampus Cats had to call a timeout because a little confusion on personnel. I don't
know that I've seen a timeout because of confusion on the offense this year. Not one. I think that's the first time we've seen it. They go back into the Wild Crow, but yeah.
All right. Like I said before, watch Trey Harris. If he's not running the ball, watch how he blocks on this play. Carter Crow. Well, you don't get to watch Trey Harris because he's out of the play, but
he was looking for that. Oh boy, get up, Carter.
Carter took a rough hit.
Man, let's to get him out of the ball game. Spun around. That was kind of a gnarly little hit there.
That was the kind of the hit that you get real uncomfortable.
Yeah, he's coming out.
That's going to bring in. It's going to bring in Braylon Harris in his place, junior receiver down here in the slot.
Carter didn't win. Oh, there you go. Tap with a touchdown.
Yeah. All right. Welcome back, Wesley Tapp. And there you go, Dawson McFadden. Second touchdown of the year for Dawson.
First one was from Ryder Cook. Second one right here. Quick, easy throw right in this spot. Nicely done. That's got to feel good for Wesley Tapp.
It is good to see him back on the field for sure. All right, we got a Central Tiger down on the field at about the 7-yard line. We'll just keep it here as they tend to him, but Nano Man, good to see Wesley Tapp back. His first touchdown since, I think he did have a touchdown in the Bentonville game to Cam Blackman. So first touchdown since the second game of the year. The 5th passing touchdown on the year for Wesley Tapp.
Let's take a look at that touchdown throw. I mean, it's such an easy deal, but what you will see here is a movement across from at the snap from McFadden to slide in, goes right into the spot. It's just an easy drop back and throw to the open spot right there in the middle.
And nobody picked him up, so
yeah, real easy.
It's like some backyard football. I mean, you just got to pitch and catch.
Hey, go right there. If you'll go over there and turn around.
Yeah, if you go right there and turn around, I'll get it to you.
By the apple tree. Turn by the apple tree. Looking to see down here on the sidelines, Carter wanted nothing to do with Jacob. He told Jacob to get away from him, and so they're making him.
Carter, buddy. It's 30.
Talk to the trainer.
It's 41-0, bud.
Talk to the trainer.
You good? Take a seat, my man. Extra point is up. It's good. 42-0. Conway on top. 5:08 still left to play here in this first half. We'll be back after this break on Conway Corp.
The community of Conway continues to be committed to the Wampus Cats, just as Centennial is committed to our customers. Perseverance, commitment, and resilience are key ingredients for success, both on and off the field of play. Whether you are cheering on the Wampus Cats, starting a new business, or planning for the future, Centennial is here for all of life's moments. Let us be your partner. Centennial Bank, member FDIC.
There we go. Thank you, David Green. Appreciate that. They finally added that point that they were missing.
It was bugging me, man.
But
Math.
Alex Douglas had it right the whole time.
Yeah.
We had it right. If you're watching, you didn't even know.
Yeah, it's 42.
Other than us complaining.
We're offsides. They should have thrown a flag there.
Oh, a little trickery here.
Uh-oh.
Oh, Gavin Perry. Uh-oh, yeah. Is that a live ball still?
It is.
The flag came out, though. I wonder if it's going to be an illegal pass.
Yeah, they threw it forward. But it was almost intercepted.
By Gavin Perry, yeah.
He had a mid on it. So the question, though, is did he?
So if it's an illegal forward pass, what happens here?
If it's illegal, if they recovered it, they'll mark off.
Oh yeah, that was definitely a forward pass.
Yeah. But did we get possession of it? I think we did.
I think we did. Hayden Green got it.
Sorry, so I don't know. So it's an illegal forward pass, but the ball was loose.
So we could decline the penalty and just take the result of the play?
No, I don't know. I don't know how this works out. It's a little bit different. I think the penalty, it's an illegal forward pass. It's not a fumble. Yeah, so it's not a fumble, unfortunately. It's an illegal forward pass. So you can't recover a fumble that's not.
Hey, I'm loving what we're seeing here in Little Rock, but I have got an eye on what's going on over not too far from here, Pulaski Academy. It's homecoming for PA. They're playing Cabot, and it's 14-14 with under a minute to play in the first half. Cabot just completed a pass near midfield.
Yeah, our offense is just figuring out that they're not on the field.
Well, they couldn't hear you. They couldn't hear you talking.
I guess because it is a forward pass, it cannot be a fumble, and so therefore it is null and void.
So Central will start this drive at their own
I've never
6.
seen that, by the way. That's the first one for me.
Well, they're just trying some things. Be a handoff here on first down. Trayvon Logan and the whole crew pushing back there. We've got something going on here in the stands.
Oh, do we?
Garrett Fusilier making his way up here. It's going to be 2nd and 8 on the field. pass out in the flats, almost picked off. Elijah Washington out there knocked it away.
That was close to disaster for Central. If it's not already been disastrous, that was very close to disaster.
The big challenge for them is they just haven't been able to, other than one drive in the first quarter, just haven't been able to move the ball.
They had a couple first downs in that one drive. Yeah.
3rd down and 8. Kennedy trying to get out in the flats.
Great job by
What
Trayvon.
a job by Trayvon.
Yeah, that was well done. You could kind of see that play developing, and Trayvon was right there to make it happen. Brings up 4th and about 8, and so yeah, no options here. Even with the score at 42-0, you don't want to turn it over here again. So the guy that fumbled the snap is going back out again,
and standing in the black. Well, I guess he wasn't standing in the black when he fumbled it, but
no, he wasn't. He probably felt like it. There
high
we go.
snap.
That's out of the end zone.
Out of the end zone will be a safety.
Central has not had a good half, my
It's
friends. I hate that for Coach Rob, but I'm happy for the Wampus Cats. But that's a safety.
It's going to make it 44-0. 4:09 on the clock, and Central going to have to punt it away. And things, I think, looking better here in the stands.
Yeah, yep. That's good news. She is sitting up and. Garrett Fusilier, ladies and gentlemen.
Man, he scaled the wall.
Dude,
we couldn't show it,
come on,
but
man.
He scaled the wall.
Last time he played here, he broke his leg here. We talked about it before the game. I said, "Hey, you remember this?" I thought he was going to. I was trying to talk about the scrum that was after the ball game. He wanted to talk about his broken leg that he couldn't get out there and scrum with everybody. But yeah, he's a dude, man. We're thrilled to have him. Former Wampus Cat, doing a great job.
Elijah Washington was doing some push-ups. I don't know what that.
Well, he did something wrong. That's what you have to do. Yeah, but yeah, again, Garrett's in control of the situation down there, so it looks good. Glad to have that. Here's Jacob. I'm getting a couple of talented hands up here to take a look at what's going on.
Well, I mean, listen, we talked about it. The difficulties carrying a bunch of equipment up here.
Yeah,
for the fans, it's tough too. There's no elevators, no easy way to get around up here. And
I mean, it's comfortable right now, but it was warm getting here. I mean, it was running around 90 degrees when we got here. So, and these it's a great place, but it's vertical here, man. You gotta take your time.
So Ryan Sasaki Adams will be kicking away here. I said earlier they would be punting, but you can place kick it.
Mm-hmm.
Tay Lockett takes it off of the bounce at the 30.
Good block.
Tay slid away from one defender. He's going to be taken down past the 40. Another short field for your Wampus Cats. They'll mark this one as the 39.
Yeah, he's a danger every time he gets the ball, that's for sure. He's just an electrifying player with a ball in his hands. Headed to the Hill next year. They'll be happy to have him. I'm not sure what the coaching staff is going to look like, but
they're going to bring on Wesley Tapp for this next offensive possession. Still 3:55 to play here in the first half. They'll hand it off to Cam Blackman. Cam. Flag flying in at the middle of the field.
I didn't see the hold, but doesn't mean it didn't exist, obviously. That's too bad. That's the first. I don't know. How many times have we seen Cam on the kind of the jet? I don't know that we've seen it that much.
In an official handoff capacity, I've only seen him get a handoff like that one other time this season. Yeah. There's been a few where it's that little pitch in front, but
yeah, the little pitch pass. But we have not seen it this year much, and that's okay. Cam, he got banged up in the Marion game. He came back. But good to see him being able to get out there and spread it out. But that's an unfortunate penalty.
1st and 20 from the 48. They'll hand it off. It's a new number in.
Dylan Mabry, I believe.
Dylan Mabry.
Good tackle there. Good form tackle. That's the kind of tackle I like to see, except I wish it be white. White and blue, I would rather it be. That brings up 2nd and longer.
Loss of 3. It's 2nd and 23. I think Conway's happy to let some time start to run here.
They handle their business well here. It's going to be a running clock in the second half.
Faked it to Mabry.
Oh.
Got it out to Dawson McFadden. Pass a little too far on his inside shoulder. Just couldn't quite handle the.
This is the time you want to see Wesley get that kind of throw out of his system. Just kind of get on the move, throw it, no hits.
They'll move McFadden out to the far side in the slot
with McJoy.
Man, I would love to see.
That's some speed right there. You want to throw it up and go get it. That's McJoy.
I would love to see McJoy get his first catch of the year.
They're going to come from the outside edge here. They are flashing the speed here on the side.
Tap. Trying to get it to McCray here on the near side. He was covered up real well by Roy Holmes.
Well, so they do not want to expose him to getting hit. So
right.
So the long pause in the backfield where you have to have options to be able to run it out of the pocket, you don't want that right now. And so the only option was the dump down. It wasn't going to get you a first down anyway. First punt in 2 games. Did we punt last week? We didn't, did we?
I think we did punt one time.
Punt?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
man,
we
come
did.
on, man.
We did once. We did once. Man, woo, it's a beauty.
He threw that one down there. That's a hold.
It is a whole great tackle, though.
Golly.
That's number 40. That's Robo. Colton
He's
Robichaud.
good. Robo plays some linebacker as well. It looks like he's staying out there maybe.
Yeah, I think there were a lot of different offensive linemen on the last possession. So we're starting to get into our reserves, which is great. They're going to get a lot of time tonight.
Pull out the whole roster here.
Listen, anytime I can get the opportunity to say a lot of names, that's
always a good
it's a good
sign.
night.
Yeah. Normally, if we're on the right side of the scoreboard.
See Bennett Mosley at defensive end. See Trey McBride out there at tackle.
Robo's in at linebacker with Chapman. Ocean. You have Boogie out there still.
Starting secondary is still out there, yeah. And Trayvon Logan out there as well.
Yeah. So who'd you say, Mosley?
Mosley on the near side end. Trey McBride. I'm trying to see the other numbers. We're getting to a point of distance that is uncomfortable for me.
Elijah Branch is out there as well on the far end.
I don't know who the other tackle is.
Yeah, I can't see that number. They went right at him, of course, and they went right at him. That is... Oh, that's Jabari Criswell. Looks like 99.
See, 96? Yeah, you're right. Yeah, 99 was in at the other tackle spot.
So Jabari Criswell, sophomore, right?
Yep.
Mosley, sophomore.
Branch, sophomore. Trey McBride, senior.
Yep. Shifting around.
Ruh-roh, Branch coming for him. They throw a flag. Branch.
Oh, come on. Come on. If the hold is in the end zone, it's going to be a safety.
Another
but I don't
safety,
know if it is. The flag is dropped in the end zone, but I don't know if it was in the end zone. Let's see what the call is. We'll take the result of the play. If so, I guess it was not in the end zone. Yeah, you don't want to take this penalty. You'll decline it. Take the play. Take the result of the play.
Boogie Lockett having a great night. Took the first punt from Central back in the first quarter. Returned it for a touchdown. His 4th touchdown of the year as a defensive player. Kennedy under pressure. He's going to step out of bounds. It will be a safety. Elijah Branch brought the heat.
He tried to get the safety the last time, but he finally gets it there.
46. That's an interesting number. You don't see that one a lot.
Didn't have it on the bingo card. Didn't have 46 down as my number.
And what a first half it's been for your Wampus Cats. They have just completely stifled the Central Tigers.
Yeah, they've not been able to, and the thing about it is they've not been able to get anything in the flats. They've not been able to throw the ball there, so we've covered that up. They haven't really gotten anything off the run. The only thing that they've really done well offensively a couple of times was their quarterback got out of the pocket on a designated run, a pass play that he broke containment and created a couple of first downs, and that's really it. How many yards do they have?
Yeah, I'm trying to see.
Are they negative?
We got a new number. So this is before that last play.
Yeah.
Before the last play, they were at 23 yards.
Yeah, they have about 18 now. Well, actually, they probably more like 18 or 19. But 2 safeties in the first half. Have we ever seen a safety this year until tonight?
I don't think so. Not, no. So 2 in one game, that's crazy.
And that, we've had a punt return for a touchdown, a couple of fumbled snaps. Been a long night for Central.
All right, fresh numbers here. They are down to 20 yards.
20 yards, all right.
19 yards rushing, 1 yard passing.
That's
going to be kicked out of bounds.
Believe we're going to take the penalty that'll put the ball, I think, up more closer to the 40-ish.
The official having to
soccer
use his feet there.
Believe they spotted it where?
Well, they haven't marked off the penalty yet. The PA guy's just making stuff up.
Yeah, I don't know about what he's talking about here.
He said we're going to start at the 35-yard line.
Yeah, no, I don't think
so.
I don't think so. Because you're kicking off from the 20. So it's 15 more yards. I would think it's at the 50. That's me.
Didn't we see this last week too?
Huh?
Didn't we see this exact same thing last week?
Something along these lines, yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see where we're going. We're going more like the 50. We may even go beyond that, but so it's going to be the 45.
A number you're going to like, Tim. Only 3 penalties against your Wampus Cats.
Yeah, 2 holdings and an offsides. So the holdings we got to stop that, because that's going to be if you're playing against Bryant, you get a hold. That's a drive killer.
Yeah,
if it's first and 20, second and 20, yeah, that's trouble. You do that against Little Rock Christian, it's a problem.
Dylan Mabry back on the field, as well as Wesley Tapp.
Yes.
Tapp going to pass here. Found a little spot looking for Dawson McFadden.
Dude, you know what though? I like where he's throwing the ball though. I mean, they had Isaiah Bowman out there to keep his backside covered. I like what they're trying to do here. They're throwing balls that are touch passes. He's not having to zip it in there and use a lot of his legs and all that stuff. He's just nice, easy throws.
And this isn't a running up the score situation. This is we want to get this guy some live.
Yeah, I know.
Some live snaps.
Any Central fans watching, just make sure that this is about just getting some reps. Okay.
Went through his progressions, came back looking for Braylon Harris. So here on the near side, it's incomplete. And now Isaiah Bowman comes in because Ty Ware lost
and
his
he was
helmet.
talking to the official like, hey, man, that didn't come off on its own. Let's roll.
3rd down and 10. It's empty here for Tapp.
Same play. Oh, yeah.
Found Braylon. 1st down for Braylon.
Went through his progressions. To your point, he did that previously. Looked at different spots, found the guy wide open. Nice, easy throw. Tap's got a great release, man. He can really spin it. This should be Mabry, I would guess.
We'll hand it off to Dylan. Mabry going to fight for a few yards right up the middle.
We don't have a running back that runs soft. Yeah, I mean, we just don't. They all go really, really hard into the offensive line, and they don't seek out the contact, but they're not shying away from it either.
Got it down to the 26, 2nd and 7. Going up top.
Oh, I got it.
Too far out, but
boy,
looking for McCray.
I will tell you, man. If he could pull that back, he went for the home run there. But if he could pull it back, he would have taken the double off the wall with McFadden in the deep flat area. It was wide. He was standing there. He's like, man, come on, man. I was right there.
3rd down and 7. Looks like they're going to run the same play.
There he is. Throw it to him.
Yep, they're going for him.
Now you don't get it to me. Now you're going to overthrow me.
It's going to make it 4th and 7.
Need a little more touch there. It's all right. Got to wait for you guys to get back. That's part of the rule.
3rd time in a row, we're just going to see the same play, you think?
I would. Let's see, the way they're stacked up, you got man coverage up there up top, but you're going to have to take I take the far one. I take McCray. That's where I would throw it again.
Well, it's a slightly different formation, I guess. Incomplete, intended for Braylon Harris. It'll be a turnover on downs. 1:03 to play here in the second quarter.
Getting him some good coaching on the sidelines now from Coach Howard. Coach Howard does not like for things to work out. He wants them all to work. So he's deep into the conversation now.
Tigers will take possession on their own 26-yard line.
So 46-0. Your Wampus Cats on top. There's been 2 safeties. A punt return for a touchdown back in the first quarter. And a lot of rushing touchdowns for your Wampus Cats. Yeah, you need a
50,
5th lineman, yeah.
That's okay. Yeah, you're in. That's a lot of running just to.
Kennedy going to roll it out on the far side. Looking over the middle of the field, incomplete.
We've done a great job tonight of having them covered up. I don't recall a guy really being open. I mean, I think he made one good throw.
Well, he's only completed 2 passes.
Yeah. We've just done a great job on their wide receivers. His best opportunities throwing the ball have been rolling out, and there just haven't been anybody open. He's been having to run with it.
I'll hand it off here.
Oh, good. See,
that's Cameron Parker.
Yeah, Cameron Parker, and then also Kyan Allen came in really quick. That looked for a second like it had something, and it ends up being just a 2-yard gain. Nice.
It's about a 14-second difference. So they'll have to run at least one more play here. Excuse me, about a 15-second difference. Third and 9. Oh, nobody was over there. He couldn't get through.
There's an offensive lineman downfield, unless he.
I think they were trying to set up the screen to 27, but he couldn't get through our defensive lineman.
Yeah, they could have thrown a flag there, deciding not to, and I don't blame them.
But it's incomplete, so stops the clock. 4th and 9 with 13 seconds, so they're going to have to do something here.
Yeah. If we get it, we're going to take a knee anyway, I would think.
Play clock down to 5.
You got to go.
I have to call a timeout. We'll take it as well. Final 13 seconds of the first half coming up next on Conway Corp.
Hey, Wampus Cat fans, Jeff Matthews here. For 25 years, you've tuned into Conway Corp broadcasts of Wampus Cat football. And each season, our crew works to raise the bar with our coverage. And that dedication was recently honored with a Telly Award, recognizing excellence in sports coverage nationwide. This award belongs to all of us, the athletes on the field, the viewers at home, and the talented crew who make every broadcast possible. Thank you for watching Wampus Cat football for 25 years, only on Conway Corp.
Great shot of Coach Ellis in there in the huddle with his guys. It was a rough start to the year for this Conway defense, but, man, they have settled some things out in the last few weeks.
They have. Now, that was a tougher schedule early. Jonesboro, Marion, and Bentonville, tougher teams than we played here lately. But they had to learn on the fly.
They do. Pooch it away. Takes a nice, kind bounce for Central.
Everybody's wanting the clock to wind down.
Okay, all right. They let it wind all the way down. Everyone is appreciative of that. Your Wampus Cats will head to a beautiful new facility that Central has here. They've built a new indoor facility. They'll head in for halftime. Wampus Cats are up big, 46-0. It's going to be a running clock the whole second half. But before we get to that, time now for the Conway Regional Health System halftime show here on Conway Corp.
At Arvest Bank, we believe small businesses are the backbone of communities. Whether you're just getting your business off the ground, planning for future growth, or managing the day-to-day, we want you to thrive. That's why we help businesses of all kinds find their strength. Because everyone deserves a financial partner who cares. Arvest Bank. We believe.
Today's medical system treats patients like products, not us. Conway Regional brings together key service lines, providers, and technologies to create a unique patient experience that is highly intentional and refreshingly personal. With a hospital in the heart of Conway, a trusted ER, women's services, all from a team that delivers more than medicine. This is not mass-produced healthcare. This is your healthcare. Conway Regional. Curated care.
It is halftime. The Wampus Cats playing tonight, and we have got the Conway Regional Health System halftime show that's happening. And Dr. Keith Schluterman is with us. He is with the Conway Regional Neuroscience Center. And we're going to talk about memory. I think that's kind of the 30,000-foot where we start. It's a lot of layers to it. And as someone who recently entered the official mid-50s, and the gray hairs are things that I have definitely earned, I see something that's I deal with. I definitely deal with that on a personal level. It's just trying to remember things. And so what can I be doing? What do you guys do that help people that are struggling with that?
Well, Jeff, there's been a huge revelation in Alzheimer's care now. So focusing on Alzheimer's, which is by far the most common degenerative condition leading to dementia and memory loss. The big developments are that we now have a blood test that can screen essentially for pre-dementia. So you can evaluate whether a patient has Alzheimer's disease with about 95% certainty just with the blood test now.
Wow.
And that can be years before they reach the point of memory symptoms that cause dementia.
Okay.
So in a way, we can almost screen for the disease. And now we have treatments that if we catch it early, we can remove some of the bad actors out of the brain and substantially slow this disease down.
That's amazing.
Yes.
Agreed. I mean, what groundbreaking.
Agreed.
That's very exciting. So what is there's testing that we're looking at. There's a process of testing to receive treatment. And so I know that we want to talk about. So what does that look like?
Right. So often it is initiated by the blood test.
Okay.
So patients who have a positive result. And then we need some more data. So we need an MRI scan of their brain. We're going to do some cognitive evaluations, some memory tests in clinic with me, and see if there is any cognitive deficit. And then there are specialized tests that evaluate for amyloid in the brain. So amyloid is that toxic protein in Alzheimer's disease that builds up. And we can use a PET scan or we can use spinal fluid. And we can determine whether or not that amyloid plaque is developing in your brain and whether you truly have Alzheimer's disease.
Is this something that will just be when we go to our normal yearly appointment, just a wellness check, and they draw blood? Will they look for it there? I mean, how does that work? I mean,
I think that's the direction this is going.
Okay.
It's so new. We've only had it for a year.
Oh, gosh.
But I'm already talking to patients about, maybe at age 60, as part of a routine physical exam, and then perhaps every 5 years afterwards, maybe a little bit earlier if you have a strong family history.
That was my question.
It's not an expensive test. It's very simple.
And so I was going to ask that about family history. That's something that we all need to be paying attention to if it's something we've seen in our families.
It does increase the risk.
Okay.
So, yes.
Well, this is exciting because I know that Alzheimer's, dementia, it's something that truly touches everyone, and it's a heartbreaking thing to see an elderly family member that goes through that and then slowly just loses that memory, those core memories. And so the fact that you guys are able to do that is exciting. Comprehensive care is given also. What does that look like for?
Right. So in addition to the medications, in addition to these IVs that can remove the amyloid, we've started a multidisciplinary clinic. And what I mean is that in addition to seeing neurology and doing that side of things, we also have physical therapy, helping with balance, stability. We have occupational therapy, working on safety and taking care of yourself around the home. And then speech therapy that helps with memory, incorporated into the clinic. We've also included now psychiatry to help with behavioral, depression, anxiety symptoms. We can do nutrition referrals. And then we help set people up for home health care when that's necessary, respite care, things like this. So we're trying to encompass all of these things to address all the different aspects of one's life that dementia touches.
This looks different than it did a year ago, 5 years ago, 10 years ago.
Absolutely.
Can you forecast at all what the future might look like for this? I mean, it's amazing the changes that have happened in just the last several years.
So right now, this groundbreaking treatment doesn't cure the disease. Okay, so you still have the disease, and there are some downstream effects that the amyloid triggers that we don't have a treatment for quite yet. Okay. And that's why when we get the treatment and remove the amyloid, we don't stop the disease completely. There is still some progression. We just dramatically slow that down.
Yeah.
New studies are out now to try to treat and block the downstream effects. Okay. So if we can remove the amyloid and then treat the downstream effects, this is going to really change lives.
Yeah, change lives, change families, generations of folks. So,
absolutely.
Thank you for coming by and explaining all this in a way that's, I think, understandable to someone like me that doesn't necessarily understand all of it. Last question is, where do we get more information? Just go to the Conway Regional website and start there?
So we have a Conway Regional Memory Clinic webpage.
Okay.
And on that page, there's some information, including some videos I've downloaded that educate about what is dementia, what is Alzheimer's, what's the difference, what are the stages, what are these new treatments, what tests do I need, and then talk about the memory clinic itself. So feel free to get on there and look at those videos. There's a lot of good information there.
Great. Well, we'll link to them here on the screen so people can see that
Wonderful.
After the game. Thank you very much. Appreciate you being here.
You're welcome.
Thanks.
Go.
Well, sliding on to a positive note, Ghost of Yote.
This is one of those that, makes me hate on Sony a little bit.
Yeah.
Not enough to buy a PlayStation, but just enough to be salty about it. I'm hearing some negative things about this.
You said that, and that shocked me.
Yeah, I think maybe it's just because the first one is so well loved that just the little departures that they're taking from the original story, adding in a female protagonist.
It's hit or miss.
Climate today,
it's totally hit or miss. I'm cautiously optimistic because, the first game was a rare success. With how good it really was on every single front. You don't see that. The story, the mechanics, all of it was just so good. So I can't help but hop on the hype train.
At First Security, we love our home state, but Conway might be our favorite community of all. We pour our time, energy, and resources into the nonprofits and charitable organizations working hard to make Conway a better place for us all. Investing in students, schools, and educators. Helping neighbors triumph over challenges. Building faith, building hope, and looking forward to our shared future. First Security, proud to be your bank and your bankers, making Conway even better.
I found a place and I'm calling it home. Down by the lakeside at Beaver Fork Road, stirring in legends of mystical toads. I found a place. I found a place, and I'm calling it home.
Back live here in Pulaski County. We are back at Little Rock Central for the first time in 3 years. 2022 was the last time we were here, and they have a whole new indoor facility that's been built.
I think it's just $60 million worth of stuff that went into. I think actually they still have some things still in construction, but what's a nice facility though.
Looks it looks a lot different here, and been exciting. Some investments they're making back into this program, trying to get things moving in the right direction again. It is 46-0 here at halftime. We're a few minutes away from the opening kick of the second half. Your Wampus Cats. It's just been all Conway in the first half. It was a 3-and-out to start the game for Central, and Boogie Lockett took the punt. He wasn't even back to receive. He just chased it down. Took it off the bounce and took it all the way back. There's a shot of the facility we've been talking about. Yeah. It's really, really nice.
That's about a 20-yard. It looks like a legitimately width of a field, about 20 yards worth of work in there that they've done. It's a field in there. Nice.
But it's been all Conway in this one. Central's only amassed 22 yards of total offense. Go ahead and take a look at the first half stats. 22 yards of offense for Central in the first half.
It is 40. So the telling thing for me is it's 46-0, and we have 192 yards total offense, and that's, there's just not a lot there.
Well, it's been just short field after short field because the Central offense just hasn't been able to get really anything going. I mean, how many? 2 first downs, and those 2 happened on the same drive in the first quarter
on quarterback scrambles that were designed passes, and so there just has been nothing open. They'll get a chance. I'm guessing that they will keep their first team offense out there and try to work through some of the issues they had. And they had a lot of self-inflicted wounds as well, some bad snaps, a lot of penalties.
2 safeties,
some dropped snaps on punts. So yeah, it's been a lot of different errors for Central in the first half, but they'll try to get some things corrected and move forward. The Wampus guys just want to get out of here healthy and get ready to take on the Bruins next week.
192 yards of total offense for your Wampus Cats. 70 yards rushing tonight for Trey Harris. He had 1 touchdown in the first half. Amari Davis, 7 carries, 32 yards. He had 2 touchdowns. Ryder Cook got his first rushing touchdown of the year. It took a big hit to get it, but he made it happen. So 4 rushing touchdowns for your Wampus Cats in the first half. And we mentioned the punt return for a touchdown by Boogie Lockett back in the first quarter.
Tapp had his first touchdown pass since a long time.
That has been the other story tonight, as we've gotten our first look again at Wesley Tapp since the second game of the year up at Bentonville. He went out with injury. He's back on the field and got in on a few different possessions and was really, he attempted 13 passes, so they were really trying to get him some work in.
Didn't connect on many of them, but I'm not sure what he had. A couple.
4 for 13.
4 for 13. So, but they were all throws that were kind of into traffic, and just touch throws, trying to get him some rhythm, get back into the flow, so to speak. So not a lot to worry about there. His mechanics look great. They were getting him throws that required really they were timing throws, so he didn't have to worry about any backside pressure yet. That'll come, though. He'll take it a step forward again next week.
Treo McJoy, and I believe that's Braylon Harris, back to receive for your Wampus Cats. Central will kick away to start the second half. It's going to be a short, quick second half, running clock the entire way. Braylon Harris on the return. Just got tripped up. He was picking up speed.
Yeah, he's slipping that one tackle, and it's off to the races. It is a touchdown, no doubt about it. Just got tripped up. That's too bad.
Wampus Cats will start this drive at the 32. Yeah, 32.
Tapp is out there again.
I think they want to get him some more work on just getting some passes.
I'm not completely surprised by this. I think they still want to see some crispness and get some things done. Just like Central's going to want to get some work, we got to get Tapp some work. Yeah, they called that on us.
Yeah, false start.
I'm surprised Major's not out there doing push-ups.
Just knock him out on the field. Get him over.
Yeah, just get it over because he gets home tonight. He's going to have to do them. Take the trash out and do your push-ups.
1st and 15. Empty here for Tapp. Going deep. He's looking for Alex McCray. But see, this is it here. This is why this is happening. You got to figure out the communication again with these guys. And
so it's been the second week of the season was when? What's the date?
Golly, August 29th was our first game.
So September the 5th or 6th or something along those lines.
Something like that, yeah. Quick pass in the flats to Alex McCray. His first catch of the night. Alex off to the races. Alex McCray will not be caught. Long touchdown for Alex McCray from Wesley Tapp.
Well, that's some speed there. The guy thought he had him about halfway home. He didn't. Great move after the catch. Had to wiggle through a couple of spots and then found the green. Good move right here. Good block.
And it was just a pass out in the flats. I mean, nothing flashy here.
Yeah, Kingston Jackson as well as Ty Ware. Good job.
They're missing somebody. Naven, you got to go snap it, buddy.
Snapping. Snapping is the thing we got to do.
Naven making his way out. Had a great chat with Naven a few weeks ago in our senior spotlight.
Loves being a Wampus Cat.
Had Carter Crow last week. Trey Harris this week. Oh, that one's blocked.
And the extra point attempt is no good.
So 52-0. The score will stay after the missed PAT. We'll take a break and be back with the third quarter here on Conway Corp.
At Our Best Bank, we believe financial confidence should be within reach for everyone. Whether you're just getting started, planning for your future, or starting a new chapter, we're here to help you plan and reach your goals every step of the way. Because everyone deserves a financial partner who cares. Our Best Bank. We believe.
Back live here at Little Rock Central. Wampus Cats up 52-0 after the long, well, it wasn't a long pass, but it turned into a long touchdown reception for Alex McCray. 73 yards. It was a little pass out in the flats, and Alex McCray and his blockers did the rest of the work.
The speedy McCray.
His second touchdown of the year. His first touchdown all the way back in week 0 against Jonesboro.
Wow. That's not going to make anybody any happier. My eyes immediately go down here to find Buck James.
I think he's all the way, the way down here, on the left side.
He's not budging at the moment. Yeah, he's going to make it.
Well, Crosby's getting coached up by Coach Howard.
Yeah,
right now.
The last 2 kicks.
Haven't seen the push-ups yet. Well, I guess he can't really do push-ups because of the cast.
Maybe.
So he's going to have some different form of punishment.
Yeah, it's no good. He won't. There's always something to work on, right? Buck James is going to find that.
I'm pretty sure they let the clock run during that entire break, and then before the kickoff happened. That's the kind of running clock we have become accustomed to.
Yeah, they're officially done with it. Yeah, I had a feeling that was coming. That's too bad.
It's going to be a late hit.
Pretty close. Yeah,
on Jaden Hurst.
It was pretty close, but that's the one you don't want. I mean, we talked about that. That's an example of what you don't want. He's a strong hitter. I mean, that guy is. And so I think he's coming over to the sidelines. No, they're going to leave him out there.
Personal foul against the defense.
But it was right on the edge. It was just a step too much. Yeah.
I mean, his feet were touching the white when he made the contact.
He was 2-3 steps onto the white. It's got to be careful.
That'll be a 15-yard penalty.
Probably not a real good. He probably is going to be in the penalty box at practice.
Yeah,
at some point in time.
Coach talked about it in our pregame. There were a lot of kids in the penalty box this week. Handoff here on first down after the penalties marked off. Bennett Siegel in there on the contact.
Nicely done. Real energy in that tackle right there. I like that.
Well, you know this defense doesn't want to give up any points.
No.
It's the best field position Central's had the entire game.
I don't think they've been across the 50, have they?
Maybe they were back in the first quarter, but
not have.
Kari Hendricks in at corner. He's been getting more playing time as well. Kennedy going deep. Hendricks going to get flagged here. Just too much hand pulling there.
And he didn't need to do it. That's the thing. He's a young guy going to learn. He's going to have to learn, but he didn't really need to do that. He had good coverage to start, and at the breaking point, he reached out and grabbed some jersey and didn't need to. So 2 big penalties here on your defense.
Against the Wampus Cats.
Yeah, it's really all been penalties that have aided this drive.
Oh, yeah.
That's a 15-yard penalty and good for another.
Elijah Branch in there. Trey McBride. No, excuse me, that's Bryson Horton in. Jabari Criswell in at tackle. I think that's Bennett Mosley here on the near side.
False start. Yeah, a little bit of pride will show up here. The Wampus Cats don't want to score. I mean, part of that is when the guys are out there playing and they're wanting to get some time with the coach, some film time.
Yeah.
They you don't want to let down. You want to play all out. And
Jeremy Gatewood in a linebacker for your Wampus Cats.
Oh, good lick there. Who's that?
Cameron Parker.
Yeah, and Jabari Criswell came in and late as he got held up. Jabari cleaned it up. Nice.
2nd and 14, just a gain of 1. The second quarter flying. Or excuse me, third quarter, not second quarter. Pass out here in the flats. Kari Hendricks.
That's good. That's okay.
Kari Hendricks, Jeremy Gatewood, Jaden Hurst coming in.
Defended very well. Good open field tackle. Got his hands on him. Now I'd like to see a little bit lower drive there, but really got his hands on him well, held up, and that was a gain of about a half a yard. So all of that for a half a yard. Really nicely done.
3rd and 9 from the 23.
Hendricks might be alive here again.
Kennedy going down the flats again. Gavin Perry tried to undercut that. Falls incomplete.
Well, he didn't try. He did undercut that. Unfortunately for Gavin, the throw was overthrown. Had he thrown it on the spot there, that's going to be 6 the other way. No catching Gavin Perry at that point.
4th down and 9. They're just going to go for it on this side of the field.
This is the time you don't want any penalties. You want to make sure you get your eyes on your guy.
Kennedy steps up.
There you go.
Gavin
Great play,
Perry
Gavin.
Poked it away, and Bennett Siegel in defense as well. Turnover on down, Central.
Very nicely done, Gavin. Jumped it along with Siegel.
All right, let's see. We got Zach Dupin's in on the offensive line. Isaiah Wapakichi. Number 79, that would be Drew Stogsdill. Your guy Rex McClanahan in at the H-back.
Yeah.
Marcus Cox in for his first carries of the night. And John Hunter Scaife in at quarterback.
McJoy's out there at Torcanu. I believe is that out there on the very far edge.
62, that is Martin Crawford. Marcus Cox right up the middle, lowered the shoulder. He's got a first down.
He took a big hit, too. Wow. Got up pretty quickly after that. I thought for a second he wasn't going to get up. That's a guy making a decision to go. Yeah, they're going to take him out.
They're going to bring him out.
I think that's probably best. He made a decision on where the gap was and shot through.
We'll hand it off to Dylan Mabry.
Good run. Good blocking up front. We are down to almost a minute already in the third quarter.
They've never stopped the clock. We need these guys running the clock when we're at home with that crew.
Central no stoppage rules it doesn't matter.
And I guess it's really more dependent on the officiating crew.
I wonder if they flip it to 12 and then it started immediately.
Maybe so. Dylan Mabry working here on the right side.
Good run. They're not giving him credit for the first down, but he got real close.
It'll be 3rd and 1 upcoming.
Yeah. Didn't get there.
That's going to be the final play of the third quarter. 52-0. Conway extended the lead. A long touchdown for Alex McCray. The final 12 minutes going to be coming up next. It'll be a quick one here at Little Rock Central. The Wampus Cats on their way to win number 6 on the year. It's coming up next on Conway Corp.
Come see us. Check us out online at countryside.com. Thank you for your business.
Very quick third quarter for your Wampus Cats as we come back. Will Upton on for his second punt of the night. Another beauty. Taking in about the 16. He's just going to fall down on it. Will Upton has been having a nice year punting. He's at 15 punts now on the year. Coming into tonight, he was averaging 35 yards a punt with a long of 60.
Yeah, no, he can. That's something we didn't really know who was going to punt. We know that Ryder Cook can punt, but Will's done a great job punting the ball. Just don't want to see him punt the ball much. I think the deep snapper there was Bennett Siegel.
Okay.
Did not see Navin out there.
As Central gets ready to snap the ball, there's already going to be a full minute that runs off this clock. Hand it off to Marshall on first down.
Good pursuit that time.
Bennett Siegel in there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's the tail of the tape right there. Running clock the whole second half. Fastest third quarter of the year just happened. It's going to be the fastest fourth quarter of the year. I saw Jacob Elms out there on the defensive line. Near side here at defensive end. Hand it off to Marshall again, working that same side. Gavin Perry coming in to make the tackle. That is going to be enough for a first down.
Yeah, he got just enough of the edge and got some momentum going. He was pretty quick out to the edge there.
I'll mark that one at the 28. First and 10 for Central. Kennedy slinging it out. It was off the hands of Philip Brewster. It was almost a dangerous tip there.
Got some pressure back on the quarterback. Forced a throw that was a little bit errant. I'm trying to think if that was Jalen Neal out there that had put the pressure number 63. One of those guys did.
63 here on the near side.
Jalen Neal.
Sophomore. Kennedy fakes the handoff, trying to get it out in the flats to the H-back. Ball's incomplete.
Linebacker is, or he's listed as kind of a defensive back. Aaron Emmerling.
Preston Shreve's out on the field at linebacker.
Yeah.
And Bennett Mosley came back in as well. Who's that at tackle here? 70. Jose Laredo, sophomore.
I think Horton's still out there. Yeah.
Gavin Perry, Jaden Hurst in the secondary. It's empty here for Kennedy. He's going to have to step up. A lot of open space out in front of him. A lot of Wampus Cats joining up to make the tackle, but a first down gained by Kennedy.
Yeah, he did a good job there. Just finding, I can't believe that guy's a freshman.
The market at the 43. He's a big freshman, man.
It's a big freshman right there.
I know it's tough right now, but he's getting some invaluable experience. Get it out on the flats on the other side. Gavin Perry coming up to make the big tackle right at midfield.
Well done there. He doesn't make that tackle. It's a long way. Good pursuit angle there by Gavin coming up from the safety spot.
Quick pass on the hitch route. Uh-oh. Gavin Perry's going to... Well, I thought they pushed him out of bounds. Oh, they're going to mark him all the way down.
Inside the one.
Inside the one, wow.
I'd be interested to know whether that was not a blindside block, but good block if it was legal. We got called on that at North Little Rock, I believe it was.
It'll be first and goal for the Tigers.
First and goal from the one. Well, okay, first and goal from the 6. Oh, man.
There's a flag on the play. Ball started against the Tigers. That's a 5-yard penalty. It'll be first down and goal from the Wampus Cats 6-yard line.
Six and a half minutes left to play here in the game. Central wanting to get some points on the board. No,
not on that play.
Not happening right there. Bryson Horton in the mix.
Yeah. Guy's got a high engine, 50 does.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down and goal for the Tigers.
Second and goal from the 6. PA and Cabot still tied up, 28-28. Kennedy looking for the end zone. Just let it too far out in front.
Hurst was chasing the whole way. Was making up a little bit of ground there. Good pursuit. Just got behind him. Good throw there. It's a touchdown. But I like the effort all the way through the ball there.
Makes it third and goal from the 6. Kennedy looking for the flats, makes the connection. Touchdown Central. Kennedy to Micah Young. Here in the fourth quarter, the Tigers finally get on the board.
The spell has been broken. You know, after the long pass play, it was only a matter of time. They were going to give everything they had to get a score there. Good fight shown by the Central on that drive. Just a little too much for the Cats.
Extra point is good. 52-7. Central finally on the board. We'll take a break. Be back with the rest of the fourth quarter up next on Conway Court.
The community of Conway continues to be committed to the Wampus Cats, just as Centennial is committed to our customers. Perseverance, commitment, and resilience are key ingredients for success, both on and off the field of play. Whether you are cheering on the Wampus Cats, starting a new business, or planning for the future, Centennial is here for all of life's moments. Let us be your partner. Centennial Bank, member FDIC.
Back live in Little Rock. Clock all the way down to 3:42 now. It's been running the entire break.
Wayne over there is like, I mean, this is the fastest half ever.
Hey, I'm all for it.
This is the way you run a clock, my friends.
I got a reservation at Waffle House.
Yeah, whatever.
Earlier I can get there, the better. Seriously, as we have the kick here, almost down to the 3-minute mark.
Yeah, I know it.
It's Braylon Harris.
Ooh,
got away. Oh, tried to stay on his feet.
This guy's been a little bit slippery. He's just a couple of slip tackles away from a couple of touchdowns. Clock is still continuing to run.
They'll mark it at the 37. We'll be lucky to get 2 plays off. And that's okay. 44. 44's in there. That is.
Oh, that is McGehee.
Caleb McGehee.
Yeah. He was
big
guy at
him
from
last
junior
year.
high last year. This guy, he was something special in the junior high. He's getting his chance now to see what happens here with this guy. This will be interesting.
Yeah. Right up the middle.
I like that.
Going to pick up about 6. I guess I'll call it 5. Hit the 2-minute mark here in the fourth quarter. Give it to him again. Going to bounce it out this time.
The face mask.
Flags flying in.
The only one that didn't throw was the white hat. I'm not sure why.
He's like, my guy's got this.
Yeah, I don't think now it's piling on if everybody throws a flag. Good run there by McGee, even with the face mask. Good
So
stuff
the
there.
only 46 I have on the roster is Joshua. He's a junior linebacker.
I think we've seen him play offense. I think he's played both ways.
Yeah, okay.
Those guys they're just trying to figure out.
That moves it all the way down to the 40.
John Hunter's giving him the play step by step.
Here you go, man. Have fun. Nice.
I'm going to hand it to you. You're going to run for about 5.
Yeah, you're going to get to the 35. I like it.
Getting into the ball game, 63 and 66.
That would be Jackson Crow and Landon Geeter.
There you go.
Both sophomores.
All right.
Down to 40 seconds. We'll feed him again. Back to the 35.
They do not have to run another play, and I bet they don't. Yeah, that's it.
That will do it. Friends and family, it is over. 52-7 will be the final. Got a good one brewing over in Pulaski Academy. The end of the third, it's 28-28, PA and Cabot.
Yeah, we said that was the game of the week. Most important game of the week for folks.
All right, the clock's hit 0, 52-7. Your Wampus Cats pick up the win on the road here at Central. They move to 6-1 overall, 4-0 in 7A Central play. It sets up the grueling stretch of their conference schedule coming up the next 3 weeks. Pulaski Academy at home, on the road at a really good Little Rock Christian team, and then home to end the regular season with none other than the Bryant Hornets.
Better strap it up. It's going to be a tough run.
Oh, the next 3 are going to be a fun one. But before we do that, we're going to take a break. We'll come back. We'll get you a look at the final stats, our player of the game, and get you all set for next week back home with PA. All that coming up next after this break on Conway Corp.
Today's medical system treats patients like products, not us. Conway Regional brings together key service lines, providers, and technologies to create a unique patient experience that is highly intentional and refreshingly personal. With a hospital in the heart of Conway, a trusted ER, women's services, all from a team that delivers more than medicine. This is not mass-produced healthcare. This is your healthcare. Conway Regional. Curated care.
Hey, Wampus Cat fans, Jeff Matthews here. For 25 years, you've tuned into Conway Corp broadcasts of Wampus Cat football. And each season, our crew works to raise the bar with our coverage. And that dedication was recently honored with a Telly Award, recognizing excellence in sports coverage nationwide. This award belongs to all of us, the athletes on the field, the viewers at home, and the talented crew who make every broadcast possible. Thank you for watching Wampus Cat football for 25 years, only on Conway Corp.
Back live here at Little Rock Central. So we're wrapping things up. Conway moves to 6-1 overall, 4-0 in 7A Central play. And like we mentioned before the break, the most interesting stretch of conference action is coming up these next 3 weeks for your Wampus Cats.
It'll be a tough little run. We've got a PA game at home after, boy, they're having a battle with Cabot tonight. And then, man, going to Little Rock Christian. That's going to be the critical one, man.
All right, let's take a look at our final stats for the night. They had held Central to 22 yards of offense at the end of the first half. Central got it going here in the second half.
One big play blows that number up quite a bit. They got about 65, maybe 70 on that one play. And so, yeah, that changes the tally a bit, but still a dominant performance.
Look at the final numbers. Rushing tonight, Trey Harris, 9 carries, 70 yards, and 1 touchdown. All that in the first half. All these are going to be in the first half. Amari Davis, 7 carries for 32 and 2 scores. Ryder Cook, 2 carries for 23 and the 1 touchdown. Caleb McGehee, he got 3 carries in the fourth quarter for 17 yards. Carter Crow, 2 carries for 13. Marcus Cox had the 1 carry for 10. And Dylan Mabry, 5 for 7 tonight. Ryder Cook, 2 for 2 on the night for 24 yards. Quick, efficient night for him. Wesley Tapp got a lot of action here tonight, which was great. He was 5 for 15, 104 yards, and he had 2 touchdowns. One of those to Alex McCray in the third quarter. Little pass out in the flats. McCray took it 73 yards for a touchdown. Carter Crow had 2 catches for 31 yards. Braylon Harris 1 for 16. And Dawson McFadden had 3 catches for 8 yards and the 1 touchdown, his second touchdown on the year. But for player of the game tonight, we're going to give it to the entire defense.
Oh, goodness.
Pitched a shutout for the first 3 quarters. Held Central to just 22 yards of offense in the first half. So we're going to give it to all these guys. Caleb Kern had a sack in the first half. Trayvon Logan, I know he had some good plays.
Elijah Branch with a safety. Forced
the safety. Hayden Green had a big hit on a kickoff coverage that led to a fumble. And, a lot of great action for your Wampus Cats tonight. That's going to do it for our broadcast here in Little Rock. We'll be back home next week, taking on Pulaski Academy, and what's going to be a really great slate of games the rest of the way for your Wampus Cats as they march towards the playoffs. He's Tim. I'm Levi. Take a look at these credits coming up. A lot of hard work tonight. It was a lot of hard work just getting all this stuff to the top of these stands. I mean, it took a lot of effort. Appreciate all that from everyone, and appreciate all of you watching wherever you were watching from tonight. He's Tim. I'm Levi. We'll be back on the air next Friday, back home, taking on Pulaski Academy. Thanks for watching.
Go Cats.